in front of the TV, then I'll pet him a lot. I'll give him a treat. You know, I'll make him feel good for knowing that he behaved well. That's the way you're supposed to do it with a cat. Apparently, negative reinforcement does not work.
Don't tell, we're streaming.
His negative reinforcement is he was about to hurt himself.
Shh, don't tell anybody. Don't tell.
But no, I'm sorry. But not Angela Bester, excuse me.
Oh, it's gonna be a good time. I can't wait to take a fucking nap. I'm so tired.
is a cat that ruins everything by coming in here. He doesn't misbehave like that.
He's
not a cat that jumps in and is
everything.
constantly interfering with gameplay or anything like that. No, absolutely not. Okay,
we're gonna have some fun tonight.
Well, actually, okay, hold on. We got 2 tips that came in at the same time. One of them was
just got home, just hit the showers.
It's a $20 tip.
Just showing up on stream.
Let's down the leaderboards, the top tip of the night before we get started. Thank you, Will.
Having some fun.
And that's a underscore. I always forget if it's underscore. Yeah, underscore after the name. Thank you, Will. Good to see you again. He also contributed on the earlier stream. He says, ready for the stream tonight. Quickly, though, what's a simple explanation of what this game is about? I'm not caught up on why I'm here for the stream.
What's up? I missed you guys too.
We're not even doing the story anymore. It's done. The game was about...
Don't tell anybody this is a top secret illegal restream.
Yakuza, and then he went to jail in order to basically...
Oh, you hate Twitch at the moment?
Another Yakuza. When he got out of jail, he found out this whole elaborate thing that was going on behind the scenes with the Yakuza and crime and also it's a very convoluted
I came here for gameplay,
it's a great
not a pre-stream. I missed most of it. It was some Jasper talk, schedule talk, the normal bullshit of what's going on.
But we're not doing the story anymore. It's done. We're doing post-game optional content.
Oh, fuck. We're still doing Yakuza?
What we need to do was, for a month and a half, 2 hours a week, I've been grinding in this underground sewer dungeon.
If this gets too bad, I got the polarized brand new glasses, and I'm pretty sure it'll block the entire screen, so I don't need to see any of this
only unlock
bullshit.
after you beat the story, and it's the hardest
only
thing
9
in
of
the
us.
game, and I like the game so much I wanted to do it.
Don't tell
so
Martin.
We've been working on this for a month and a half.
Stream. We're just having fun
pretty
tonight.
Crazy the amount of time we put into it.
But I show up, got home, I was like, I'm streaming. Fuck it.
Gameplay because there's nothing really interesting to watch in gameplay. It's me grinding against enemies. Instead, we chill and we talk, we relax, and we have a good interactive time. And that's
somebody got into another
tonight. That's all it's about. Next week,
Twitter account again.
We're actually going to head into the final super dungeon and see if I can beat it with all the grinding I've been doing.
Fuck that guy.
We'll find out.
That trash. I don't get it.
Tip, Will.
I don't
Spawn
get it.
Killer also tipped me $5.
I'm here to point, laugh, and learn on the internet.
I'm noticing you stopped pulling timestamps in Ask the King. Is it because it's a pain in the ass? Oh, there's 2 reasons why I stopped putting timestamps in Ask the King on YouTube. The first is because it's a pain in the ass.
No, don't make it be karaoke night.
I want to eat dinner, and I gotta upload,
don't do that to me, man.
I'm not kidding. It takes upwards of 30 to 45 minutes to skim through Ask the King and find the exact stopping and starting point of every question. It's just a major pain in the ass.
Oh,
and
it's
in addition,
so terribly hard.
People don't care.
This is your fucking
out of
job.
people that watch that on YouTube, there's maybe like 2% of the people who watch Ask the King on YouTube cared about the timestamps. Back in the day, people cared a lot and complained tons.
Back in the day, what? When you're red hot popular, when this was the same fucking question show it's been for the last fucking 5 years?
So, there you go.
Plus? Shit, nothing's changed, Phil. You only just take more money for your questions.
Is here and he cheers. So what's your favorite game that you're playing right now?
To the fucking
out of all the games right now, do you want my
boring as fuck
take on this? Call of Duty.
You fucking cherry pick questions,
all the ongoing
and
I'm playing
nothing
right
goes on.
Not to say that I'm
it's
not
fucking stupid.
Enjoying the games that I'm playing.
You answer questions anyways during your fucking stupid stream.
Call of Duty is like the most genuine fun I'm having right now. It is. Now I'm sure that'll change when bigger new releases come out. But
why does somebody have to fucking
it's not even
show
about
up
the games,
on Ask the King anymore?
You guys, so that doesn't even count really. Street Fighter, of course, you guys know I enjoy. That's never gonna change.
I enjoy Street Fighter.
And you know, Divinity so far it's a slow
I don't know
start,
about
but
that,
I'm
buddy.
thinking I'm gonna get more into it the more we
Spend
play it.
more time running away from lobbies.
Ghosts and Goblins is just
actually
a challenging game.
You love.
So when you compare all those together,
imagine,
no, actually, yeah.
Imagine me sitting there in a fucking Destiny lobby and just running away from one constant fucking Guardian.
So that's pretty cool.
Because I can't beat him. Sounds fun to me. That sounds like a challenge. I'm gonna find a way.
Ali cheered again and said, "Why were all questions about
just
WWE champions and banned blocked from Ask the King? It seems sus. There were no questions about WWE champions. You're an idiot, and now you're blocked too. There literally were not. There was not a single one on the forums about that.
No, because you fucking banned everybody.
You can fuck off.
Oh, take that.
All right, let us.
Yeah, I'm all full low latency.
Into the game,
it's usually how I roll.
Our final
Twitch
week of grinding
and YouTube.
Tonight.
You know, being in an apartment complex and stuff like that.
Tonight.
You gotta.
we'll try to
worry about it, you know?
Beat the dungeon next week. If we can't, we'll just go back to grinding until I can beat it.
I'm gonna eventually get the hiccups anyways.
There's no way I'm not going to. It's just a matter of how many weeks do I have to grind to beat it.
I'm making enough money that I should up my bit rate.
Local Nomad did 160-bit cheers. Any opportunities for penny wagers tonight, or this isn't the best game for them? Honestly,
I missed you guys. Thanks for showing up for this one.
There's no wagering to go.
There's no way I'm gonna pop in here and hang out with you guys, have a good time. Laugh at this fucking clown for about 2.5 hours before we call it. 2 hours.
I couldn't even tell you what
actual gameplay
for grinding or for wagering.
It'd be a good time.
This just isn't the kind of game for that, Tomorrow night with Street Fighter, then we could do some good wagers.
Oh,
probably not tonight.
Yeah, they need to do wagers until it gets too salty and
dinner
forget
was
about
good,
it.
King Michael. We had
tuna casserole.
Of course, my homemade sauce. We had homemade grinders.
Oh yeah, he had fucking grinders. Oh,
it's so good when it's fresh.
Sugary goodness.
The sauce is ultra fresh and everything. Oh
the
my god,
ultra fresh.
I'm big
homemade. Authentic Italian
Oregano
sauce.
cheese was the game that was widely hated you actually enjoyed. Murdered Soul Suspect. Murdered Soul Suspect was a game from many years ago. Everyone panned it, every reviewer. And I played it, I was like, the gameplay's not refined, but the story's good. And I actually enjoyed the plot a ton, that I liked the game, even though it wasn't the best game. I thought it was
It's Grinder. No, that's the app.
So there you go.
Mike. Yeah, that's the app sitting there.
All right.
Fresh frozen.
Please remember not being very mature tonight talking about gout sauce. Very, very refined individual there. One of the upper echelons of society.
Oh, yeah?
All right, you guys ready?
Last time I saw your sugary-ass sauce, it would look like gout sauce. What are you talking about, man? You don't want to update that recipe, bud? Yeah, it's soup.
Ladies and gentlemen,
it's tomato water.
Welcome back to my Yakuza 7 Chill Stream Grinding. I've been doing this for about a month and a half now.
It's amazing.
And at this point, every single character in our party has reached level
Custom
99.
seasoning? Is that like, dander flakes when he scratches his head?
I got bored of grinding.
You know how nasty Phil is.
What we're trying to do tonight is get these job classes as high level as possible. As you can see, Kasuga is trailing behind at level 25. Everyone else is between level 50, 60.
Phil's body.
If we can get some of these max to 99 tonight, it would be outstanding, or at least as close as humanly possible. Next week, I'm going to attempt to take on the optional super dungeon. I don't know
almost every single one of them.
But at this point, we've
too hard with the puzzles.
And I would like to see if we can actually make progress and beat it next week or not. All right. So that's next week's set stream. But for tonight, it's our final chill stream of just relaxing, running around, grinding in the dungeon, and trying to level up as much as possible. Okay. Shout out to Turtle Dude who cheered 95 bits. And what's up, Phil? Thanks for the chill stream. Had fun watching Ask the King today. It was great as hell, almost as great as Turtles. Very nice. So.
Good job, Turtle Dude.
Here's the thing. Ask the King. I always question if I should keep doing Ask the King. It's
no.
a bi-monthly Q&A show.
Fucking
more
stop.
Often than not, these days, it's more than 2 months between the episodes.
Fucking stop. It's boring. It's like the
I
same
talk with you guys
5
every
questions.
Day. I'm talking to you right now. I'm interacting with you. I'm answering your questions.
There's nothing new.
So it baffles me that people still want the show, but apparently people love having a dedicated show where not only can they get really, really detailed answers to their questions.
Fucking make changes.
For example, right now, I'm gonna comment on what you just said, Turtle Dude, for like a minute or two, and then we're gonna move on. But on Ask the King, I usually pick questions that are very, very, very detailed answers. I had a question about Yoshitori Ono, being the head of developer of Street Fighter for about a decade.
I don't know. It feels weird when it comes to food. I don't know how you say this. Oh, it's fresh sauce.
25 minutes.
It's been like really, boiling all day. And if you're making a sauce, don't boil that shit all day. Don't let it simmer all day.
And I think people like getting those kind of in-depth answers because on these streams,
especially for some pasta.
Do I answer your questions? Yes, but do you get that kind of detail? No, it's just kind of very quickly, a matter of fact, boop, answer your question, done, move on, right? So I think people still like that, and that's why people to this day.
No, you just like the free Patreon money,
despite the fact
like
that
the show the 5 dudes who still give you $20
the other
a
thing
month.
Is that's the thing. It's one of my
answer
longest running
a question.
Today was episode 85
bi-monthly for them.
All right?
So $40 for a fucking question when you
every
throw fucking 2 quarters at them.
I've been running for about 10 years.
And watch them squeal about
So
some shit.
I think that's why people really enjoy it because it's kind of one of those long-standing things that I
like. There's no point to throw quarters at the piggy.
And now I do it as a live stream as well. So
trust me.
He has attacked twice.
The less money that is up on that leaderboard, the angrier that salty man will be.
Right there.
I guarantee it. Guarantee it.
Ghibli Ghoul Guy cheers. Do you think it's a little weird to refer to yourself as king when you say you're an average gamer? It's obviously at this point. It's
it's a bunch of patrons.
I used to call myself
on Patreon, but there's like
because so many
5 dudes who give them $20 a month.
Well, and couldn't succeed. That I was saying, I would own that hate, be the king of it, own that hate,
and
turn it into motivation to succeed.
Yeah.
Today I almost never mention the king of hate thing anymore.
Dude, what's up with your hair, buddy?
Fell out of use. In fact, the only thing
it looks like it's fading out in the center.
Website,
I'm a little worried.
Outside of that, I almost never mention it, right? So it's kind of outdated, just like a lot of things.
You're outdated.
You know, they start off.
This entire stream is fucking outdated.
I would admit that that's one of them. But
fuck,
people, again, the show's been running for almost
5
10 years, not
trying
10
to
years.
be persuaded to switch to direct capture.
You know what I mean? The name
when we were white hot popular and could afford anything you wanted, you bought like 3 capture devices and reviewed them. Told you somebody you'd send them to.
By the way, someone just
never did.
Would I change it to the King of Jeans? So instead of the King of Jeans, what you should do, you should go check out.
It's a secret.
Earlier today,
because
Ask the King
I didn't say
today,
anything about it. I just fired it up.
It's some running meme now that
Bronx,
people
what's going
are
on,
making
man?
jokes because I basically don't game.
Welcome to the Hush Hush
clothes
stream.
you wear outside. Like I don't put on jeans. I don't put on a super fucking tie. You know what I mean? I don't dress up to get on stream. Why would I? That's silly. I have
this
the
is your job, dude.
and the luck and the honor to be able to work from
What if
home.
one day you forget to button the flap on the PJs? A little Phillip falls out, you know, the 3-inch wonder.
Who made content on YouTube.
We're worried for you.
They're playing games. That's ridiculous.
I mean,
well,
don't do your fucking job in jammies.
I guess somehow.
Like, unless if you're a teacher and it's jammy day at school,
one of these weird
fucking participate.
That emerges. Did you know that Phil doesn't wear jeans or anything like that at home? That he wears like pajama pants or sweatpants? So people turn this into a funny thing that they think it's like weird.
It's
like,
hilarious.
Why is it weird that when you're home you wear comfortable clothes?
It's not weird. If you fucking worked all day like I did. I just worked fucking 11 hours today. I hit the shower.
My actual
put on a fucking sick shirt that Mrs. Proper got for me
today,
and put on my gray sweats. And now I'm chilling.
So if you didn't
but
see,
you're doing this all day, just sweating through those things.
Vlog channel. Go watch my jeans. I know you're so dying to see what kind of jeans I wear when I go out. Okay.
Yeah, he is still playing this game, and I don't know why.
I'm just not caught up with the times.
I don't know what he's doing here. It's just in-game grinding,
Fair enough.
I guess. For reasons? Is he gonna try to fight another tower? I don't know. I don't know how much longer this fucking game can just go on. It's crazy.
2 things happened with the Hateful Truth.
Ryan, what's going on, man? How are you?
In 2016, I diversified my content on YouTube and I split it up onto 2 different channels. There was KO Gaming, which was going to be my channel for in-depth reviews, edited style content, countdowns, and the like. And then DSP Gaming was going to be just where I put
KO Gaming was the panic button.
All right.
You saw the fucking spiral starting and you fucking panicked.
That year, like
and you were worried about your AdSense and you needed a new gimmick.
I would stream 4 to 5 hours
and it
of
didn't fucking work.
And then at night I would edit 2 to 3
one
hours a night. I would do voiceovers,
video that hit gold and you're running for it.
Okay. It took off. It actually had a few videos
yeah,
on
the home
One of them had
video.
over 1 million views.
Home front
Other videos had hundreds of thousands of views.
Am I sniping him?
In
no,
general, the channel
I'm
did
pointing and
very
laughing
well.
at
The amount of work that I was putting into it, I was very pleased. And I was making good money on that YouTube channel with that edited style content.
Yeah.
Then,
good
YouTube
edited style content. It was awful.
No explanation. Absolutely no reasoning.
Yeah.
It just blacklisted the channel, meaning I would upload a video, and before the video was even live, they would flag it as unfit for
So you went back to the old channel.
And I would not be able to advertise on my videos.
The old channel back
no
up and
money
running.
On any of the videos on that channel. After working like 6 to 7 months, busting my ass, making that channel popular on YouTube, which it was.
Big busting.
They ruined it.
Right?
They literally ruined it for no reason. No explanation. They never contacted me. They
Who's
did it behind the scenes. So
Google?
after that, I was like, well, that's kind of
the trolls?
What I want to do. You know, the problem
I don't know.
My DSP gaming channel is just that. It's for gaming. It's for that kind of content. You know, raw gameplay. It's not for edited content. I didn't want to throw edited
Why not
video
just
that I
make
put
it edited content
10 hours of work into
if
onto
it was
a channel where it's going to just get lost in the mix of a bunch of gameplay.
But you're lazy.
All right.
You stopped giving it effort.
On top of all that going on,
you were even asking people to
early
make
2017, all of YouTube had what was
DSP approved. This is how you don't play.
Lost 50% ad revenue.
Yeah, you even tried to screen those ones up.
That was the time when I guess it was PewDiePie and a few others got into big trouble for saying nasty things in videos like racist stuff and things like that.
Oh no!
And apparently some advertisers like Starbucks, Walmart, and others caught on to that and
my
realized
revenue just
their ads were running on those videos. And when they realized that their ad was running hundreds of thousands of times on a video that had like that kind of content, they flipped out and pulled all of their ads from YouTube. So overnight, everyone lost money who was making a living on YouTube. Mine went down 50% overnight. I was making one amount, the next day I made half. for the same videos, same views.
Half.
So I had to change up what I was going to do for a living. That's when I became a full-time streamer. Now, here's the thing. If I'm going to be a full-time streamer, that's exactly what I need to dedicate myself to, being a streamer. And when I'm a streamer, the content that I put out here on Twitch gets supported by those who watch it live. So that means as long as I'm working my butt off and putting out enough content for you guys, you support it, be it cheering, wheelchairs, right? And I'm able to make a living. It's not about, oh, I made a video.
Who else needs to get thrown into that fucking bus of autism?
For some reason, lost their advertisers, and now I make no money on the fucking videos.
I mean, I fucking watch it because it's fascinating and this is fucking funny as hell.
Videos, people like to watch them.
This dude has to talk about this again?
So because of that, I take the power out of YouTube's hands as a company, and I put it into my hands as a content creator because now I'm crowdfunded. And I think it was the best choice I ever made business-wise.
Crowdfunded.
Anything I ever did.
You needed crowds to support you, to view your content. Without people viewing and watching you, you would have been in the dumpster years ago.
When it comes to support because of crowdfunding.
So what is this? The kiss the fucking whale ass segment?
All that being said, all right, to get back to the subject of what happened
this
to
is fun and chill
review series. I like
the fucking speech again,
series, but doing that kind of content, putting significant amount of time and effort into game reviews, when it's just for a YouTube audience where I, number one, can't make money on YouTube videos anymore.
Why?
And number two, I know that my time is better invested
you could probably
in
make
a live streamer than anything else.
I just don't give a shit about YouTube.
Demonetizing KO Gaming.
You guys throw super chats, by the way.
Myself and I said,
cool,
I am
thanks.
not ever
I appreciate all the support. You know, it goes right back to the channel.
Any more kind.
I do this as a hobby to point and laugh at stuff like this shit.
Anymore. Like that was it. After 2016, when they demonetized my stuff.
What?
Like seriously, that was it. That was the extent of what I was gonna see and do.
What are we throwing? A pity party now?
This guy bothering you? I'll get rid of him.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, guys. People are complaining.
Bye, loser troll.
See ya. He's out of here. That was it. After that, I was like, I'm not putting up with it anymore. Like, I'm not gonna work my butt off putting out these.
100%. He had a PayPal link on his YouTube homepage that he had people donating to.
So here's the thing.
People back in the day used to just give him games, send him fucking money for games and shit behind the scenes. This has happened since day one. When he started getting momentum, people have been giving him money behind the scenes.
Why?
Be it his parents, be it other people. There's the guy who Tevin found on the leaderboard for the $1,100. That's banned in his chat.
You know what I'm saying? Now here's the thing, though. I don't review games. I absolutely review games. When I play a game,
so again, it's not about the money because you know what? We all know where it goes.
In the credits of every game,
into the pockets
I tell you my honest
and
thoughts
please, Scopely,
what I liked, what I didn't
if you're out there listening to my stream for some reason, just go public, please. Let me get some stocks, some option contracts. I'm down in the red, and from what I'm seeing,
scroll to the credits.
If Phil's financing that,
all the good things and bad
I'm going to the moon. I'm going to the moon.
Okay. So.
Please go, please.
That's the deal. Like, it sucks because I really, that year 2016, I enjoyed working on KO Gaming. I thought that was some meaningful content.
You enjoyed it?
All those years, people
you fucking hated it. You hated the fact you had to make stuff.
You're an asshole.
You hated the fact you had to edit.
You just put out raw
I took a fat hit today.
That's better than that.
I mean, it's all fun money, so I don't give a fuck. I'm trying to learn.
I can do a channel with edited content,
I took like a
voiceovers and everything.
$40 hit today on the market.
Views and would have continued to grow if YouTube didn't nerf the channel.
Good night, War Dog Leader. Have a good one, buddy. Get some sleep. We'll talk soon.
Explanation and never ever talking to me about it.
I'll hear from you tomorrow morning.
The way that's YouTube's attitude. That's why I basically said I'm not going to bother with that shit anymore. I'm not going to put all my eggs in a basket where at some point YouTube could just fucking rattle the basket and ruin everything for me because they aren't doing their jobs.
Sounds like it's already happened, Phil.
I loved it. And the thing is, this could
sounds like it's already happened.
If basically that channel was not demonetized, I very well might have stuck with it and tried to keep it afloat, even through the YouTube adpocalypse. I might have tried to put a lot of time and effort into it, but I just didn't see a reason to do
what? Money?
You know?
You didn't see money. That was it. There was no pride with it. It was just a money grab.
Anyway.
You saw edited content was getting momentum.
One more grinding fight to do.
So he went for it. It started to work.
One more grinding fight
he got lazy.
And I think we're done.
It fell apart. End of story.
And we go back and do the whole dungeon over again. Oh, let's see here. Jackalese has to me $5.30. Thank you very much, Jackalese. Hold on one second here.
That's it? That's it, Jackalese?
Vagabond.
At least tip your boy for 20 for me. Yeah, God, I'm so hurt.
Yeah, they think it's like, oh, that's a funny meme. And you know what it is? It's because we don't know what it is because we're not talking about it constantly on my streams. It's the restreamers, the people who are illegally restreaming my shit, like right now. They make up their own memes, and then they send people over here to derail this stream with the memes, and no one knows what the fuck they're talking about.
I ain't making up memes.
Why would jeans be a running meme that you guys bring up all the time? Like, I don't even understand. And then all of a sudden, someone will be like, "Yeah, some."
I don't know. I saw a picture about Ram Ranch on the farms today that made me laugh.
Talk about it, and I'm like, seriously, that's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb.
Oh, it's so dumb.
Oh, let's see here. Wilson of Aragorn did another 100-bit cheer. Hold on.
No money? What happened?
Essence of Lightning Rod. That's a new move. Right there, huh? Deals heavy damage to enemy.
You already tipped him 20 bucks.
The lower the user's remaining HP and MP, the higher the damage.
Yeah, we got our shout out tonight.
So it's not going to do any damage then, because I've never seen this.
50 to 60 hour work week. I barely even show up or have time to edit a video, make a video, or even plug in to laugh at this guy. And I am fucking rent-free still in his head because I show up, point, and laugh, and just shit on him all night long. God, that's so good. Good to see you too, Alexandros. How's it going, man? Bob Dobbs. Big ups for the 5-piece.
Okay, then. That was cool.
I'll pay my taxation. That's for sure.
Please appropriately pay your taxation on this donation.
Do any restreamers send viewers his way? There's got to be crossover. Somebody's going to be in this chat. Somebody's going to be chilling over here. It always happens.
And says, I remember KO Gaming.
Most people end up here for a filter. Maybe, you know, the raw DSP one to get some raw fill in, which, trust me, that hurts your brain.
It's not that
it hurts your brain, but sometimes you want to watch shenanigans without sound effects or some asshole talking shit. But there's all these different avenues to get your fill of information or
I mean, would it suck if it went away
completely? Oh yeah, no glasses proper? Yeah, my glasses got left in my buddy's car from Saturday.
But it's nowhere near anything significant.
It happens. I bought a new pair, which are nice. I like them. They fit well, but they're polarized, so I can barely see chat right now. It's kind of like a blur. Maybe this is why Phil has to wear gunner glasses.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. So I mean, I think they're dope as hell. They're purple
and be like, oh, attendance streams are screw off.
And they look fucking rad as shit. But yeah,
now admittedly at one point,
I can barely see you. I'd have to like adjust some shit. I don't know.
I asked my viewers, I said, would you prefer if I kept everything on YouTube like I'm doing now, or would you prefer if I move everything over to Twitch? Because Twitch allows you to archive your streams, and they even do it automatically. But a lot of people told me that they have issues.
Oh no, these are just full on dark.
They don't watch me on Twitch is because there's a lot of bandwidth that needs to be.
It's not a rainbow distortion. They're just dark tinted, and I didn't think they would be that dark.
On Twitch, you're basically
I'll use them for vacation whenever I can escape.
On Twitch, it takes a ridiculous amount of bandwidth no matter what. So people said, no, if you do that, if essentially you put all your content
you'll find me on rare occasion over there at Raw DSP. If there's something I really want to watch or pre-stream, I want to like dissect in my brain.
Stuff here and the archives on YouTube.
I just have to
show up. It's the best of both worlds, and everyone has an opportunity to watch my stuff. Because again, it's never been just about, oh, only the people who can contribute or only the people who make money are going to be able to view. That's not what it's ever been about. It's always been about.
Well, I'm sure you're going to do it with fucking tweets when you're allowed to.
I don't care. It's about people being able to all enjoy games together. That's why I started doing this 12 plus years ago. So I'll be putting it on YouTube regardless. Okay.
Okay.
The only way I would
it's just an archive, though. Sorry, YouTube. Even though you should support him whenever he asks you.
To compete with them.
It's really weird.
Video services.
Yes, to show up and be like, I really need that money.
Then I would
pay my bills.
I hate being on YouTube with the way that they operate things, the crazy amount of harassment and defamation and stuff that they allow on their site. I need that money to pay my bills. They feel, oh, we're not responsible.
Sorry, there's lag apparently.
I would love to leave, but I have thousands of people, literally thousands of people watching these videos on YouTube every single day.
For what? For your 10 cents?
And I don't want to lose that viewership and lose those people who've been with me all along.
Yeah, see? Those are the guys he wants to keep. Those are the deep whales who show up every now and then to pay out.
$11 says,
if not, they're still behind the scenes because they've watched him for that long. Tipped him that long. Supported him for that long. That's a lot of abuse to take.
For some reason, this guy, someone named Harold, wants me to show you my entire design of my t-shirt. I don't know why. He's like, put down the microphone and make the entire screen of your stream your t-shirt.
What?
Why?
What? Why did you stop for this?
Is that he's basically having me say things in a weird way. Like, he has capital letters. Like, he wants me to say certain key phrases and stuff. So, I don't know what this is at all. I can tell you this. It's an unverified tip. And likely this is someone trying to get me to say and do stuff so they can use certain words in videos or make it sound like I said something out of context. In reality, here's what I've actually heard about recently. If you guys aren't aware. So, apparently the rumor is thus.
What?
I don't know if there's any truth to this or not.
Okay.
But the rumor is thus.
I'm so excited.
There are very shortly, there's going to be a major competitor.
What?
To Twitch.
Yes.
And Twitch is actually nervous about it because apparently this competitor is huge. It has a lot. It's not YouTube. It's somebody else apparently. And apparently they have a lot of backing and there's going to be a lot of momentum and PR and
that reminds me, I need to look into that. Just in case.
Apparently,
see if some usernames are.
People are even the rumor is I don't know if it's true because it's bullshit conspiracy theory as usual. All this stuff, right? The rumor is that if you mention even things related to the service or the name of the service on Twitch, Twitch can ban you. Now, do I believe that? No. Absolutely not. I think that's ridiculously stupid.
Why are you
think that
talking
saying
about
the name
this,
of a rival
though?
business, like if that's the case, it would not be banned for saying YouTube a million times. I've only said YouTube how many times, right? So I think that the whole thing is baloney. It's just them being, again, with their crazy conspiracy theories. Okay? But I guarantee you it's horseshit, and it's just stupidity and it's idiots making stuff up. But it sounds to me like this guy with this tip, which by the way is an unverified fake tip, which I already refunded. It's probably someone trying to give me certain words. The way he said it in capital letters and everything, it has nothing to do with the stream. But likely he's trying to get me to say stuff so he can use those words to edit it and take it out of context and make it sound like something else. So, no, fuck off. I'm not going to say any of that shit. And I blocked you from tipping me.
I don't know.
So I don't have to put up with this bullshit.
I'm not stoned enough to fucking stand this shit right now. Like, what the fuck was that derailed horse shit for?
People couldn't cheer or tip
There's
on
no
Twitch
point.
Still stream.
What you want to stay on Twitch?
There's absolutely nothing to stop people from tipping anywhere.
That is where Phil
no matter
wants
what,
to
as long
be.
as I have some kind of ability to transfer funds, whether it's PayPal or otherwise, people would be able to contribute no matter what. Now, admittedly, it's nice to be having cheers and subs integrated into Twitch. It's very nice because that crowdfunding aspect is a major one of the sources of support that I get. And the fact that that is integrated into Twitch and is your ease of use and people can see pop-ups and everything on the stream as a result of all that is a really good thing. All right?
I don't know what that
was. If that were to go away overnight, I'm fairly certain I could still get people to
only explanation is this.
Oh my god, he's drinking gin. See what I'm saying? So we'll see, you know. I think what people are wondering is if Twitch were to ever go away, what would happen to a lot of content creators? Obviously, they'd probably go elsewhere. They go to YouTube, which is kind of the same exact thing, or they might go to a competitor. I don't know. I don't even know who the competitors are right now because I don't pay attention because I want to stay on Twitch. I like it that much, you know.
But we're talking about this.
But you know, the thing is, I would create content moving forward. Let's say, for example, there was absolutely no way whatsoever to monetize content on YouTube or Twitch at all. Zero. All monetization was
Thank you. I mean,
and there's no way.
There's no point to talk about this.
And I was forced to stop doing this, and I had to go get a job outside of being a content creator on the internet. Okay. Obviously, if it was a necessary evil, I'd have to do it, right?
I don't know. I was working all day.
I would not quit this.
I'm a little behind. I'll look into it later. I'm sure it's just a minor hiccup. You know, the usual bullshit, right? It's same shit, different day.
Maybe I wouldn't be able to do crazy ongoing playthroughs because I don't have time.
This is the vortex after all.
I don't know. But I'll tell you this.
I end up hitting the same spot sometimes over and over again.
I love having an audience. I love that people care about me and my opinions. They want to hear about how I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like, this thing is
people care about your opinions?
Over a dozen years of my life, I have been a content creator.
Oh, he's going in tonight, Bronx. This is amazing. Your boy's hot.
You know, And I wouldn't want this to just go away just because all the businesses are now not allowed to no longer allow any kind of financial support of any kind. Like, that's ridiculous. I would still find a way to...
Dude, he's full going just spam tonight. It's like this weird, salty pig shit mixture.
Case scenario,
and I can't figure it out. I thought it was because I'm like too sober for this, but as I'm trying to get some clarity,
like I said,
he's still going.
I don't think it would be directly through Twitch or YouTube. It would just have to be something from the outside, but I'm fairly certain people would fund it and to allow me to keep doing what I love. You know? But that's
so you're saying if you ever got bopped off of fucking PayPal, you'd be in deep shit. Okay. That is stupid to say on stream.
So here
I don't know why you're talking about this when you get mad about talking about your financials.
There we go.
But your stream is now derailed. Congratulations. And I'm gonna sit here and enjoy the fucking train crash.
I'm getting stronger.
Oi, oi, oi. Alright, let's continue. La 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 la.
Oh yeah, he's had behind the scene whales forever. It's nothing new. Since its early days in YouTube, you had guys giving him games and PayPal money.
Expand Dong asks, what is the middle ground between a sequel doing too much and not enough? He says Splatoon 2 is pretty much Splatoon 1.5. You say Resident Evil 8 may as well not be Resident Evil for what you've seen. Well, here's the thing. Splatoon 2, pretty much from what I saw, and I could be wrong, I didn't play it, but this is only from what I saw.
I have no idea.
Splatoon 2 was the same exact game as Splatoon. Were there balance changes? Yes. Were there a few new weapons? Yes. But was it the same exact model where it was a map that rotated? You could only play one particular map?
No, but the dude gave him $20 to tell him more about bank money, probably.
Yes.
I didn't catch it because I hit the shower before I showed up on stream.
No. Was there a new game mode? Sure, but
we might have to
really didn't feel like a genuine
look that up later.
I mean, just take a look at how fast it was released.
I'd assume that they haven't confirmed the bank sum or whatever the fuck that nonsense is.
That game was 100% a rushed out expansion.
Yeah.
Okay?
I mean,
that's not a sequel.
Is he gonna say it ever?
That's not allowed.
No.
In my opinion, like I feel
it could be all the tax
money.
It could be another fucking Emerald 7 showing up. You know, some bullshit like that.
I don't think that should be allowed as a sequel or be called a sequel. It's being
get laughed
at to the audience. Now, Resident Evil 8. Alright? Here's the thing. The reason I'm saying I don't think it looks like Resident Evil is because it has fucking vampires that have never been in Resident Evil before.
Oh, you're watching 3 streams at once?
Apparently it's going to take place in a village, and nothing there seems to have the atmosphere of Resident Evil. It looks like a completely different game. Like it should be from a different franchise, from what I can see. Now, I could be wrong.
Like Terry Funk.
I kind of got that same vibe from the Resident Evil 7 teaser.
I love Terry Funk, man. He's a hardcore motherfucker.
When you actually played Resident Evil 7, you find out only the first 2 to 3 hours are like that, and the rest of the game becomes way more like classic Resident Evil.
On Tuesday,
the game's good.
I had to fucking pick metal out of my face.
A sequel should obviously have so much
cutting some plywood up, and apparently the underlayment underneath had nails sticking up,
at the same time,
and one of the nails shot off and hit me in the side of the face and started melting into my flesh. So I was like, oh, that's cool. Like, back to work. I mean, Phil would have had to fucking call the ambulance and like, cry about insurance and wait in the hospital for 4 hours. You know, all just to...
Can't give her a pill, you want to give her a pill, give her a pill.
Yeah, just get a pill.
And that's it. You're just going to waste our time to do that. I'm just saying, it's pretty obvious to tell when there's a game where they actually put in effort for a sequel and there's a game where they put in almost no effort. Because all they wanted to do was dial it in, or I should say, phone it in, and not really...
Yeah, I totally nailed it.
They just wanted to make an expansion to the original game and call it a sequel to make money.
It's like, huh, that sucks.
Toxic Detractor to $2. I'm surprised Phil doesn't have a cash app so he can get more sweet cash.
Yeah, I was talking about that on good old lovely Kiwi Farms. I mean, I assume that would be next would be to hit up Cash App. I actually have Cash App because people were asking about not giving Susan money. I was like, all right, well, here's another option if you don't want to do PayPal. I got Cash App too. I haven't used it once, but it exists. I'll probably use it sometime in the future.
Major Riot, I don't... Oh, it's way down there. Holy crap. He said, hush and stay hungry no matter how dreary the darkness. A can of Chef Boyardee and Phil's cupboard is always a good sign. How exciting. Mr. Puppy Nipples tipped me $1.30 and says, do you think people that created thekingofhate.com still watch you? What happened to Hazard? I haven't seen him in a while. Hazard did not create thekingofhate.com. The actual originators of the website, we're talking over a decade ago, were two teenagers. And they were fans at the time, but they were not huge fans of mine. They were fans, and they watched stuff from occasionally. But what they were actually doing, they wanted to basically get their name known, and they were making websites for several different content creators. They also made the website for SSOH PKC at the time.
Damn, that was
so
wild.
They kind of knew me and him and offered to make websites for both of us.
It should have a space in there, Platty.
Because I tried to help the kid out. One of the kids was basically in this I think it was
should have a space. I think I have it in the description.
It could have easily been one of those businesses where it's a scam, who knows? But I guess the kid was making PCs, and the kid was basically making PCs and trying to make commission on the sale of the PCs.
Here we go
since
again.
he was a nice guy and he had made a website for me and everything, I needed a gaming PC. I bought a gaming PC for him. I told him what I wanted and everything. And when the gaming PC showed up, it was broken. The gaming PC, first of all, had
bonus ass the pig. We just don't have the stupid fucking hat and a handful of paper.
The other half never worked.
I wonder why that fucking thing should just get buried.
Cracks all over the front and the case coming off.
It could have got beat up in shipping. It happens all the goddamn time with PCs.
About it or whatever. But later on.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, buddy. No big deal.
This guy got up his ass about me and started talking shit about me and all kinds of stuff. To which I said, you know what? You're not really
he spent $3K for the 3K
I've been
lemon.
trying to help you out over the years. I've spent thousands of dollars.
This one was a different one too.
And you sent me a broken piece of junk that wasn't even made properly.
Oh,
so trying to fucking talk shit about me.
Oh, we're so
You're the one who I should be angry at you. You're the one who screwed me over.
I gave you money and you made
so we had a falling out.
This thing was broken. Well, it wasn't my fault, Phil. I'm sorry. We'll fix it.
I had a falling out.
No, it's broken now.
The other person who had worked on the website, who honestly, the other person was the person who worked on the website. One person was his friend, and the other person was the guy who really made the website. That guy basically just didn't want anything to do with drama and just stopped talking to me completely, which I don't blame him. I never heard from him ever again. But that's that. Like, those are the originators.
You were an asshole to the guy for
over a decade
long time.
And I bought it. Basically, I bought it from them because they owned the domain and all of that. So yes, they didn't give it to me. They actually made me buy the fucking website from them, if you can believe it. They held me over a gun and said, we want you to buy the website from us.
What?
Even though the whole reason it had any popularity was because it was for me and in my name. But anyway, I bought it from them. I paid them for it. You know, I'm a sucker. I am. I'm a sucker, and I'm a really nice guy, and I do things for people, and I pay for it all the time. So I bought the website from them, and then I had other people basically run it for me after that from then on. So that's that. There's not much to it. There's really not much to it. It's very, very old news.
Sorry, I'm melting right now. The autism levels are just high. Holy shit! And you ended it with a snort.
No recollection. I remember it probably being hundreds of dollars, but I'm probably I couldn't confirm that. I don't remember. It was so long ago.
Bullshit! You had receipts. It's money related. You kept tabs.
Oh, let's see here.
A big assisted sniff.
Okay, here we go. Let's
be. He is absolutely nasty tonight. Yeah, what is that shit about being put over a gun? What? That little mini F
doesn't even make sense. There's another
probably troll. Twitch.
So we got like one or two trolls here who are really stupid and just trolling all night tonight here.
What?
All right.
Like, I'm a nice guy. I get screwed all the time.
So here's the funny thing.
Oh, no space.
Stuff. Oh. Some people have this anecdote.
Gotcha. Perfect.
Everyone
Thank you,
around you is always being an asshole.
I'll have to fix it.
You're the asshole, right? No, it's actually the opposite. Usually, if everyone around you is being an asshole to you, it's probably because they're taking advantage of you. Because you are too nice of a person to realize that everyone around you is using
Or you're just a fucking wheelchair giving this dude money.
And all the damage
in his little cult.
And this is happening.
Oh, I can't wait. Like, LSB and I are racing.
Have
cult video versus 2020 video.
I'm not just talking about since I became a YouTuber.
Might have a slight advantage right now.
People used me
because this shit is going on.
For various purposes to get ahead, to help themselves out, and then dumped my ass as soon as they felt that I was no longer somehow a benefit to them.
Bullshit.
Over and over and over again in my life.
Who dumped your ass?
For some reason, I still keep giving people the benefit of the doubt and thinking that people will eventually stop being assholes to me and eventually it won't be a situation in my life where...
Who?
You know what I mean?
You're the biggest asshole, Phil.
I just keep having faith
Jesus,
in humanity.
the pig Nosis is going off tonight.
I keep having faith in humanity, and I keep getting...
Faith in humanity. It's not his fault that he didn't give any money to John.
And it sucks.
Treated Howard like shit.
That's the thing. Oh, well,
fucked over Respect the Pack. Crapped on Machinima. Took chances with Lavaria. Got honey dicked. Turned around, took money cuts. Shit on Panda Lee. Put out her medical emergency into the public and took money by scamming fans year after year for taxes and gameplay and games and other colossal mounds of horseshit.
I'm a person who
we guessed the wrong Escort Saga. So, oh yeah, well we bet on the wrong fucking horse. That's what it was. That's what detractors did. They bet on the wrong fucking horse.
I'm not going to go into massive detail about that tonight. You guys know all about
they were humble enough to just fucking eat it. Apologize to Phil and said, we fucked it, but here's the truth. And that shit was funny as fuck.
Oh, I finally get to do an attack. Orbital laser. Okay.
Yeah, this dude is just... He's scammed people for 12 fucking years.
So
day in, day out. Treats his fucking fans like shit in his chat. He hasn't addressed one of these people unless if they've trolled him or he got money from them. Unless if he's one of the select wheelchairs. You know. Derek.
Alright, always hot teacher says, so you no longer give people the benefit of the doubt. What if they're trustworthy? No, that's not the case at all. The thing is, I do usually still give people the benefit of the doubt. It's just that these days, I can't really... I've learned that you can give someone the benefit of the doubt, but you always got to be on your guard because you never know when things are going to come back to bite you. Like you basically have to be safe in the way that you do stuff, and be absolutely sure that
he's going for the gold medal.
Does screw you over if something does actually not go your way, that you're okay. Because sadly, that's what's happened. Is in my life there've been times when I 100% believe in someone, or you know what I mean, I trust in them. And then because of that, that literally screws me over insanely badly. And now it takes me a long time to
BSV?
You know, again, I'm not going to give specifics because I don't want anyone to try to...
Is that where we're going in on?
Problems for anyone.
Because you threw that dude under the bus.
That's the deal is, you know, now
save your
it's
ass.
kind of like, it's very hard for me to outright believe
mods who leak your dumb shit and we get to laugh at it.
I'm always thinking there's an air of skepticism there's an air of bullshit there. You know what I mean? Like there's always some underlying factor that of a reason why someone wants to tell me something I want to hear. You know what I mean?
So when's the troll rant?
From paranoia.
We went to like 2005.
Ingrained in me now because of what's happened to me over the years. But
he admitted it.
What can I do about it when it's not like I just was like that. That's the end result of people treating me in a very shitty fashion for many, many years.
You've been paranoid for years.
So, of course, now someone named Your Therapist gives me $1.30 and says, book a session with me. Of course. I mean,
fuck.
Of course I'll book a session.
Why
wouldn't I book a session with a therapist? Right.
Oh, it's not a secret anymore?
Okay, then.
100 agents are here? Oh, no. Are you guys... Don't spread the word.
Thank you.
They'll come for all the gold dust. Because that's all this stream has been. It's been gold dust.
Okay.
It's been just... Piggy spouting out just extra
looks like another tip might have come through, but I need to make sure that it's real.
Horse shit.
There you go.
Lore retconning. It's strange stream, and I'm glad I'm here, hanging out with you guys. I'm trying to
By
get
the way,
it.
I should recommend something because there's actually something that I have forgotten.
Trying to call out this shit.
Recently.
Oh yeah, wedding
scam. It's as follows.
That was a good one.
If you are someone who's a frequent viewer of the stream and you tip me a lot, you can actually do something that would save time and I wouldn't have to verify your tips. You could create a code word. I know that sounds really fucking weird, but since there's no pop-ups on the screen for tips, you could like leave a tip, leave a message and say, okay, and the code word is bacon. And if you always say, when you tip me, you always say, okay,
GTG,
although that it's you, I won't ever have to like
that's bacon cooking tonight.
Or not. Because sadly there are people who impersonate stream regulars and try to say nasty stuff and or
he has a fucking list of code words probably on his goddamn desktop for him to compare.
But if you make a code word up that you say in your life, and only I will see it, and I'll know that it's really you. And
Jesus.
It's fun. I say probably like 3 or 4 people are doing this right now.
Like some gout whispering fucking code word shit.
In the last 1 or 2 weeks to do that.
Hey,
so,
Phil,
just throwing that idea out there.
code word
has to do it.
for this month, because I want to change it monthly and be safe, okay? Is Kool-Aid. Because everybody's gonna sip this fucking shit.
Sky.
God damn, this is some fucking... What? You need a password to give them money.
Okay, let's see here.
Consistently. That was another key to that sentence, wasn't it?
All right.
Consistently
I got another $20 tip from
support me.
Will, son of Aragorn. Thank you so much, Will, for the support today. I really appreciate
nice.
it. And he says the following.
He's giving it.
What's your favorite or most intriguing gameplay mechanic in the game? One of mine is the time travel mechanic in Titanfall 2, even though it wasn't explored enough, trying to get the conversation off of trolls. You know what? The Portal gameplay in the Portal games,
it's a code word.
The coolest stuff I've
Her
ever seen.
pay piggy.
Stuff set around
it's
Portal.
amazing.
It really makes you think in a way outside the box of any other game, and there really hasn't been another game that's really made me think like that about how to solve a puzzle since then. There's been puzzle games that I played with interesting mechanics, but that's like the best one in my opinion. I miss Portal. I
think there are better puzzle games out there than
instead of just making 2
Portal
and then
2,
deciding,
Portal,
we don't want to actually make
classics.
games anymore. We just want to
great.
suck
They're
money
fun.
out of Steam. But it is what it is, you know. You can't make Valve make games. I wish there were a Portal 3. I would love that.
Maybe one day, Phil.
So,
but you wouldn't play co-op.
It's Gutter Glasses time. Thank you guys for the support tonight. Warm P tipped me $1.30.
Nice.
I did confirm this is real, by the way.
Oh,
he said, "Are you aware that SSOH PKC has actually returned to content creation and started making videos again? He and I were essentially the 2 guys who he says we started playthroughs on YouTube. I disagree. I think that SSOH PKC and I kind of revolutionized them in the fact that we popularized them. We were the ones who, as we made
there were a lot of people out there, not just you two.
You know what I mean? It wasn't just us, by the way. I would say there was a good dozen people at the time who kind of broke out for various different
and there were other people doing like gameplay videos before Phil.
But there was a few guys who broke out for like, oh, that's the Call of Duty content creator. You know what I mean? And you know, it's cool that people still think of me in that regard. Not many people do, because most people today who watch YouTube don't even know about that era of YouTube. But no, we were not the originators of Let's Plays or playthroughs. That's ridiculous. We were the ones who popularized it by doing it in a different way, doing that impromptu commentary over gameplay, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, revolutionized.
But anyway,
pointed the camera at a screen,
a couple months
played
ago,
games,
that SSO PKC had retired years ago. And then actually
everybody thought it was a character, and no, it was an asshole.
That's cool, I guess. Especially because I know the guy had a giant fan base. You know, he was very popular on YouTube at the same time I was. And I'm sure that some of his fan base is happy to have him back. So, I hope he's doing well. He's a very, very nice guy. Out of all the people back in the day who were like my fellow content creators doing the same thing I was, he was very personable and nice to me, even though we barely had any interactions. The few that I had were very, very, very nice. So.
Who else did you interact with? I'm curious. I know you had some run-ins with like Slow Beef.
There was one time when he and the creatures, yes, the original creatures from back in the day, not the 10 iterations, but the original creatures group back in the day, I guess they were going somewhere where I was actually going to be. It might have been E3, actually. It might have been E3 2012. And he was thinking of having a meetup between me and the creatures to hang out and do like I don't know if they wanted to do videos or whatever.
But what happened?
Or they just wanted to hang out behind the scenes. And at that time, I really didn't know much about them. But I was like, yeah, I would consider it if you guys wanted to meet up and just talk and shoot the shit as fellow content creators. Why not? Back then we were just fellow YouTubers. We didn't call ourselves content creators anymore. But for some reason, it fell through. He told me the whole thing kind of got called off and it wasn't going to happen anymore. So
smart move.
That's what it is.
Dodged it. Dodged interaction with Phil. You got lucky there.
Let's see here. Alright, I received another $1.30 tip from Troll Hater, who says, fuck the trolls, they are very
couldn't monetize gameplay originally, so that's why he made the secondary channel.
What an interesting statement
and when he
here tonight. Thank you.
When he made that other channel, he started like Poorly Cooking with the King, you know, the vlogs.
Oh, by the way,
traveling.
I do need to fix something. Hold on.
Other nonsense.
I did ask the King earlier today. Remember? So this template now is all messed up.
You know, that's
what I normally do.
What he would do, and he got monetized through that because you couldn't monetize the gameplay. It was a roundabout way to make money.
Okay.
Otherwise, it was through PayPal donations.
So I would normally do.
And whatever ad revenue there was back in the day. once he got partnered. We're fucking derailing this for a fucking stroke no? Is that what we're doing?
So I'd be here and I'd be streaming, and someone in the stream chat would say, Phil, can I hang out with you behind the scenes? And I would go over here and quickly say, no! You can't hang out with me behind the scenes. It's not allowed. There you go. I got to set up again.
He never did this for the money. No, it was a hobby, which is now a business. So he's a professional that doesn't act like a professional, and I want to laugh at it. Oh, he violated fucking AdSense. Oh, that was great. That was the face reveal. Hilarious.
Randy Banks says, was that meant to be? I don't know. Someone had said that in the stream chat. They said, well, Phil, hang out with me behind the scenes, so.
A gift for you.
Shout out to Amazing GT23. What's going on? He says, what's up, Phil in chat? What's going on with you, sir? How you doing tonight? Good to see you. FL Gibson just cheered. He said, how does it feel to have created the Let's Play concept on YouTube? I did not do that. Are you proud that you kicked off the Let's Play craze? I did not do that. Do you regret making Let's Play such a big deal? I did not do that. No, I told you, Let's Plays existed. But at the time when I started doing them on YouTube, the kind of commentary that I was doing was pretty unique. I said it was me and maybe one or two other people were doing the kind of impromptu commentary style. And then after that, a couple other people like SSOHPKC.
He used to tout that he was up on like the comedy channels and lists
among the YouTube community
out there on YouTube back in the day. He was like, "Oh, I'm the 13th top comedy channel," and he would like,
but no, I did not start
talk about it every now and then.
From my understanding, like before YouTube,
state of the stream stuff he would come in with.
There was no centralized place to watch them because there was no free place to host the video. You know. Yeah. Wow. Jungi gets an incredible amount of turns. You see this, right? Jungi gets a crazy amount of turns, which is good. I'm not complaining.
Hope this hurts.
Oh, we're getting gameplay again. He could just do this chill stream forever. I mean, he's barely playing the game. Most of the time he pauses it, or after a battle, he sits there and reads stuff and chat.
Says you can hang out with me behind the snes. No, I cannot do that.
Oh.
Because no.
Oh, there it is. Thank you.
COVID. I wouldn't do that anyway, regardless. But
anyway, no, not chilling with fans. No luck, dude. I need to stay inside my gated community.
Back in the day, you know, I almost have never spoken with other content creators. That's not an exaggeration. I was always so busy doing my own thing that I never did collabs.
I think you were shy.
I was never sought after for any kind of crossover or anything like that.
It's okay to be shy.
A man
so you had your own friends and you did your own thing. There's nothing wrong with that, Phil.
I had a little bit of very positive interaction with.
But you had opportunities.
At one point, he needed some help with some stuff on YouTube, and I helped him out a little bit behind the scenes when I was actually much bigger than him at the time.
Oh,
so I helped him out.
To Max. Max is my guy.
And he was a really nice, respectful guy. And to my knowledge, I don't think he's ever said anything negative about me. I think he's actually one of the better content creators on YouTube for what he does. The fact that he was originally a guy known for doing skits for Marvel vs. Capcom 3, the Assist Me series, but then he branched out from that and not only played a variety of games, but also branched out and played all kinds of fun stuff. You know, he made a real good name for himself.
Like the First is the World series.
Really nice guy. And a resource.
I always like World Warrior, playing a bunch of Third Strike.
Criticism,
so I got into watching Third Strike.
And just being almost like a really informed guy when it came to the fighting game community. Because at one point,
definitely new lore though.
I've never heard about like that for a very short period of time. But then I basically told you guys I didn't care about fighting games anymore. I was like, I'll play them, but I'm not going to go to tournaments. I'm not going to cover them competitively anymore. At the very beginning of my YouTube time, around 2008, 2009, 2010, I was really heavily into Street Fighter 4, and people actually came to me to ask me about how to play the game, to find out insider information about competitive circles and stuff. It was very different back then, but I gave it up. Like I told you outright, I told you around 2011, I said I didn't want to do it anymore. I was like, I have no interest in being part of the competitive community anymore. I just didn't want to dedicate that amount of time and effort because why? I'll tell you why.
Yeah,
I enjoy doing variety gameplay on YouTube.
No.
I actually found a big variety of
No, it's not about this.
As opposed to just
they fucking hated you.
Fighting was way more entertaining.
Everyone in the FGC back in that day hated you, Phil. this can't. Some dude who wanted to beat the shit out of you had to bail you out before other people showed up and beat the brakes off of you.
Max retained his status as a guy who's very informed and a very well-respected guy in the fighting game community when I just kind of
you would make your own websites and forums and bullshit to
Max
troll,
himself is very good at fighting games. Okay? I just want to say something about it. I want to understand something. I'm not talking shit about Max in any way, shape, or form. He's very good at fighting games. I played him in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Excuse me, Marvel vs. Capcom 1. He was really good. Like, he was good enough that I could tell you back in the day when that game was at the height of its popularity in the late 90s, he could have been a top tournament player with how good he was at that game when I played him online in it, okay? He was that good. But, Max, I just fucked up and picked the wrong thing. Max is someone who really, if you take a look at his career as a fighting game player, he wasn't ever really a top guy, you know? He was more someone who was... He was in the know. He was very informed.
Oh yeah, Jaha wanted.
Jaha
probably wanted to
winning major
tournaments
or
pork belly.
like that.
That's some good stuff.
That's
like premium
at
bacon.
one point in my Street Fighter career, I was. Yet
what, the top dude?
Everyone
that everybody laughed at
tried to discredit that and say that I never did well at Street Fighter, which if you can't say that, all you need to do is look at results.
I'm not discrediting that, but you weren't the top dude.
Every tournament I entered, whether it was this console version, that console version, arcade version, I was winning tournaments everywhere I went.
But you weren't respected in the
community. People want to discredit that because basically I gave up the fighting game community. I said I didn't want to be a part of it because it was too much of a sacrifice and it was too much of a time constraint. And by the way, I didn't like where the fighting game community was going. Basically, when the fighting game community started being commercialized with all these, what do you call it? Sponsorships and the tie-in with Mad Cats and the tie-in with this and that. It basically, instead of being about the love of the game and hanging out with people all over the world and having great experiences, it became, I just want to get popular on the internet.
I know he did.
You know,
I want to be a Mad Cats one back in the day too. And
it's like, dude, that's never what it was about for me. I was playing fighting games in the 1990s, in the 2000s, when there was zero popularity or money to be made doing it. It wasn't ever about that.
It was money.
It was about loving the games and sharing that passion with you guys online.
What did it have to do with money?
When I didn't have passion for the games anymore, because I didn't like Marvel 3.
Money matching.
I thought that Street Fighter 4...
you had your fair share of losses in that.
And I absolutely hated Street Fighter 5. I said, I'm not going to cover this stuff anymore. And so Maximilian was kind of the opposite, where he wasn't known as a top guy, but because he stuck with the games and because he got popular for his coverage of them, he became like almost like a guru of fighting games, and now he's like well-renowned and well-respected, and that's deserved. He's someone who stuck with what he did, and I have a lot of props for him. Like, he was very respectful to me back in the day when I was more popular than him. He was nothing but respectful.
It's not often when you get
I don't have a negative thing to say about him. The guy makes quality content and
now,
deserves all the success that he's got.
I agree with Phil. Max deserves a lot of his success.
Popular. I'm sure
he's a good dude, but Phil kind of really confused about this.
Who makes a living doing what he loves, that's living the life. So he's got it good, and you know, I wish him the best. All right.
It sounds to me, yes, about some jealousy towards it. A little hint.
What is
he seems happy about it because.
So Evo gives it to you. Are you the Thomas Edison?
Him and I have been around this about the same amount of time.
Them? Yes.
But he's trying to name drop Max.
Okay.
To not hate on him. Sound like a good dude, like he said he was earlier.
I don't even know what the fuck that means.
And then.
So no.
Stop any talk about him in the FGC community because they hated him, and they still do. They don't like this guy.
What does that mean?
Because he's an asshole.
What do you mean by that? Behind the scenes mode.
And he shows up to all these tournaments.
I don't know what you mean by that.
Is a dickhead in every single one you've all heard of. You know, where the fuck am I playing? Do you want me to run the tournament for you?
Another $1.30 says
it's like
heard of.
All right.
Dan 8000. He started in 2009. He still makes content. No, you're asking the wrong person. When I started on YouTube as a content creator, there was only 2 other content creators I knew of, and they weren't even YouTubers. Angry Video Game Nerd, Nostalgia Critic. That's the only people I even knew of. I didn't know about anyone else on YouTube. That's why it's funny when people tell me, "Oh, Phil,
but Max
you
took it the right route. Took streaming and content creation and honed it and made it his own. And that's why Max has a great following. That's why I still follow him.
I started labeling my videos playthrough because I didn't want to call it a walkthrough because I didn't have prerequisite knowledge.
He's updated, changed things, made channels to play with friends.
Raw gameplay.
What has Phil done?
No pre
content
game.
To now live streaming a YouTube video.
First time playing the game, playing through it, commentary, that's what it is. And then people were like, oh, you copied other people when you said playing through. Like, maybe other people did use it before me. I made that term.
Oh yeah, I totally know that.
I didn't even know anyone had used it, and I didn't hear anyone everything was a let's play or a walkthrough. I knew my stuff wasn't walkthroughs, and I hated the term let's play. Reason being, I wasn't interactive with an audience. Let's play
until now
infers it's a group of people putting something together. And I felt that's not what my videos were. My videos were more like me kind of sitting on the couch, playing a game for myself, and maybe you feel like you were sitting next to me, but it wasn't like you were playing the game with me. I would say today, my content is very much
at first it was an interesting gimmick.
Description of
it got the views, dude.
All kind of play this stuff together. I picked the wrong thing again. But anyway, I hated that term let's play, so I started calling myself
contacts with Max? Nice. And all of his friends.
Adelie Tesla tipped me $10 and says, are you and Kat excited about the new Mario items in Animal Crossing? Yes, we are. Kat actually played
how does Max have all this time to do all this stuff?
And she ordered a few of the items and stuff in the game, but I don't know if they've arrived yet, and quite frankly, I don't think she's played it in a couple of days, because now that she's on her new work schedule, she's basically been kind of scrambling
new work schedule.
Ready for that. And
what is that now?
If any time she had to play, she's been playing Persona 5.
What day is he off on?
For a couple of weeks now. She got really far. Today she made it to the casino dungeon, and she's really liking the game. And now she's intrigued by the story, and she wants to see what's going to happen with it. But she's afraid
she got a new job.
Will change. Maybe she won't have as much time to play it. So we're gonna see what happens. She was like hyper focused on Persona 5.
I don't know why it matters. It really doesn't.
Oh, by the way, so thank you. I apologize. I completely glossed over the tip, didn't I? I didn't add that to the total, did I?
No.
I don't think so, right?
Sorry.
Tesla or Warren P. I don't think I added either of their tips to the total. So we should technically be at $76 in tips right now, right?
Oh, wow.
So. If anyone can correct me and say, no, Phil, you did it, then let me know. But I think I
do like the playthroughs from you guys, especially the Blitz
I don't think so.
yearly playthrough.
Joyful Oblivion Cheer Games, when you put the face cam in full screen mode, you call it behind the scenes. I did? Oh, like this? You want to see me like this? That's disturbing.
Yes!
We're going to do the whole stream like this. Ready?
Look at that.
I'm not going to tell you what's going on. You're just going to hear these weird noises in the background.
This is great! Thank you!
What was that?
There's no content anyway.
That was dinner.
This is way fucking better.
The meatball grinder by shit. That's what's happening.
It's amazing.
All right, no, we're not doing that.
Damn it.
Okay.
I didn't even see shitty gameplay. I could just laugh at the fucking part that's coming into his hairline. It's right down the middle. It looks a little thinning through there.
How the fuck am I 38? I know, I look like 78 or 88 or something.
His hairline's pretty beat up. We saw it the other day.
Clacked together like one of those perpetual motion machines. Dude, it's very painful. I gotta do something about that. Sometimes I have to tape one ball to each leg so that they don't hit together.
Again.
Anyway, Ninstar Rune cheered. He said $30 webcam on to tell what the game is. Huh? I think he's trying to make a joke about LTG or something, but it went over my head. I don't understand what he's saying. Let's see here.
He's leaning in hard. He's happy that he's making money. He might have something like that for later. A $50 haircut. Fuck. I don't know if he's got to go upgrade, dude. You got to go to the $60 haircut. Maybe they can help hide it more.
Bolts and lightning, very. I
mean, thanks.
Can I sing Journey any way you want it? No, I'm not going to be singing tonight. In fact,
I mean, just go to your barbershop. Maybe like $13. You can buzz your head and just be like, all right, I'm losing my hair. And be done with it. It'd be okay, Phil. It happens, dude. It's genetics. Nothing you can do about it, right?
Such a surprise.
We won't make fun of you.
My hairstyle. You mentioned the other day that I should get a fade. Yes, you see. See, you guys don't know that.
Yeah, I'm not wearing the shades.
I look up to LTG and I idolize him.
Of my friends.
As a paragon of
and I have brand new shades that are polarized.
Should embody. You may not realize that I'm the person who gives him about $30 every day so he'll turn on his webcam so I can see that massive Adonis-like form so that I know exactly what I should model my life after.
Stallion?
So when he said I should get a fade, I ran to the hairdresser. I just ran to, I said, buzz that shit right the fuck off right now. Do it. And they did it. It was amazing. My life's never been...
What?
Oh my god.
Dude,
I know it's not a fade. I didn't get a fade, stupid. It's a joke. Someone just said, that's not a fade. We're joking. No shit, it's not a fade.
No, because they have to hide the fucking
hair
running away.
Get off. Someone said, he said my beard was fake, not my haircut. He's right there. See what I do
still rock beanies and hats, but still.
What I do is I go to the abandoned Toys R Us stores. Toys R Us went out of business. And I look for Toys R Us that still have like abandoned stock.
I don't have the head shape for it. I tried it one time, I was like, nope, never again.
And I ripped the doll hair out. And then what I do is I put it up and I paste it to my face.
Shave it again. Nope, never happening. I didn't like it.
That's how it looks like I have a beard. It's not really my hair. Of course, everyone knows this. Always hot teachers. Can you rap? No.
I'll take it.
He's got to catch a fade? Yeah, probably.
What's happening anymore?
I don't know. Your stream has been nuts all night.
Leveling up, which is great. But we're out of here. That was the last one. No, there's one more. One more to the north.
We still have time to go. We got like an hour.
When I shave it off, I like having the little goatee, and I actually asked my wife about this the other day. I said, what do you think? I said, you know, it is going fully white now. Like, almost all the hairs down here are white. It's just like today, on Ask the King, you could really see it. When I was full screen, you could really see how many white hairs I had.
If your wife actually cared about you, she wouldn't really care.
Most of them are white.
You know,
she's like, no,
Mrs. Proper doesn't like the full-on beard.
It's not about.
It's a lot to maintain and participate with day in, day out.
It's about if she likes
and, you know, it was getting caught at work. And that was the worst. It's like tucking into the shirt. But Phil, I think it's time to give up on the goatee, man. Or you gotta grow it out more. You gotta have some of that salt and pepper come through to hide your double chin, but it'll also kind of give definition there.
Can you imagine if they hadn't? And then they tried to survive during the pandemic? That would have been bad.
Otherwise, you can't do anything about the patchiness. Trust me, I know.
There we go.
Oh yeah, it's his mom. I forgot about that. He let that one slip again.
That LPG said I should ditch the goatee, go with a full beard, and I could grow one and pull it off. I could, but I told you guys repeatedly why I hate it. I couldn't be able to do it. When I grow my facial hair out for a week, if I don't shave it, it bothers me. It actually makes me itch my face.
Yeah, don't touch it.
It's just annoying. Like, I don't like a lot of hair. I really don't like having a lot of hair. Most of my life I had a pick your hair. It wasn't until 10 years ago that I finally grew my hair out like this, and I like the look, so I keep it. But I don't like it when it grows out. I don't like having long hair at all.
Dude, I'm having fun with my hair. I'm just letting the lion's mane go. We'll see how long it gets. It's getting close to about as long as I've ever had it that I can remember. Maybe one day we'll just throw it into the mullet for a night. Be fun.
They resist everything but fire. Fire and like cutting blades. I don't have a good cutting attack.
Take this.
Oh, Phil's doing this shit at 70, I'd be amazed. I'd still be here laughing, but I'd be amazed.
There we go. ML Gibson
Feeling just
tell us a bit about MVC 2 days
just
and
wanted to
experiences.
stop by
and say
hi, bro. Hope you're well.
MVC was a big part of your fighting.
Elon, what's going on, man?
Oh,
thanks for the bucking. Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing great. This is probably the most energy I've had.
All right, hold on. Let me split the parts for YouTube.
Like last week, I worked 53 hours.
I hope that I get this right. 60. I honestly don't know if I'm
before that was 51. It's just been back to back. It's just crushing. But it's filling my bank account, and guess what? I don't have any time to spend money, so that's been a plus.
I think it's supposed to be like 50 or 60.
And I took a little break kind of from this bullshit.
It doesn't seem right.
You know, it's refreshing to kind of sit there and be like, man, I just don't have the time to be in certain group chats. I don't feel like I'm participating. You know, I left
all right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're heading into our second half of this chill Yakuza 7 grinding
chilling out.
I've had great conversations with everyone on stream
so
far, so thank you for
watching
that.
everything.
To answer Evel Gibson's question about the fighting,
it's been nice. It's been nice to kind of lay back a bit, focus in on work, because I want to do well. And I'm doing great at work, which is very, very
if I remember
nice.
correctly.
So
all the way
we're gonna keep
like
that ship running.
2004, 2005. Actually, it wasn't until around
everything else though. Weekends, fantastic time for this kind of stuff.
Reason being,
I just wanted to stream. I missed you guys, missed hanging out,
that entire time, and I love the game.
Laughing at this shit.
It's a really fun game.
So I wanted to come back and
I could never reach the echelons.
Does it pay well? It pays fine. I could get paid more, probably in a different company.
I certainly didn't get to play as long.
But I see a lot of potential here right now
hardcore.
To learn.
Always Street Fighter for me was a hobby.
Learn a lot.
While I always had a job or something outside of it that I didn't allow me to focus in on.
So I'm investing comfortably
who were top players
with how much time I'm putting in.
But
I mean, I'm sure the IRS is happy for all my overtime as well.
Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Just fine.
But I never really was a tournament winner. Like I could win tournaments that were locals.
You have to. You have to. Like, trust me. I was on farms every day. I was chatting it up with like 2-3 different detractor groups, things like that on Twitter.
Trolls and stuff. Because when in Connecticut, the arcades we played at,
there are times where you know, I'd work a 13-hour workday and be just like, what the fuck happened? And I had like 5 different DMs. I'm like, what happened?
I was never good enough.
What's going on? And then somebody fills me in. I'm like, what?
So once I went to EVO 2005, and I got 4th fucking place in Super Turbo out of nowhere. No one expected it. That
anytime I tried to like talk
for several years, so
it'd be like I just didn't feel like I was
7, 8. That's the only
making anything happen.
And of course, then HD Remix.
I wasn't there. I was observing.
Okay.
So it was just like, all right. I was like, I gotta take a time out.
In regards
just like
to Marvel vs.
watching Phil all the time, had to take a time out.
That game was just crazy.
I played video games with friends for like the last 4 days.
The fighting game community.
It's great.
Like there was.
I got some stuff to upload onto the laptop so I can edit.
But that game
this weekend,
the way it's played,
which is kind of my plan.
Crazy amount of rushdown variables in that game.
Gonna go do some dog sitting for my buddy. So we're gonna hang out there,
ridiculously rush
drink some beer, eat some pizza, pet some dogs.
There's so many different ways to play that game.
A nice reset. You gotta do it, man. Trust me. As somebody's been in this fucking dumb vortex for as long as I have, and have seen the shit I've seen.
Seriously, I don't know.
I don't know. Remember, point and laugh at it, whatever it is, and move on. Don't fucking pick a side.
That game might have been a fucking anomaly.
Just fucking.
That was the crazy thing.
Just laugh.
You playing Marvel vs. Capcom,
point, laugh, have a good time,
everyone would
and just
the same strategies.
Like enjoy each other's company for wherever you are, wherever you consume this shit.
And a variation of a team.
And if you need a fucking break, take a walk.
Part of your team.
There's nothing wrong with that. Take a fucking
instant
walk.
aerial super. It's called air hyper.
I've done it for months.
If he had multiple super.
Heck, I've done it for a year.
He could combo himself and insta kill a character.
Nothing.
If you had more than one character out on the screen because you were doing like a double team or you had an assist out, he could combo your entire team.
But he's always here. He's always gonna be here.
He was that ridiculously overpowered.
Silly
everyone in Connecticut
clown.
Had variations based on cable. Whether it was you want a good character like Cyclops,
one day he's not gonna be here.
Come out with an uppercut assist that juggles the character.
I met a lot of cool people. Had a lot of good talks. Had a great time.
Right? Like that was kind of what things were based around in Connecticut. But then you would go somewhere else and you would find, in New York, there's 2 players that play the game completely differently.
I've used Phil as a stepping stone to
and it was
broaden my horizons a bit. Right.
And I think Zangief and this guy had found
I have a
way
great
to play
community
the
hanging out with me.
Power them up. And
I like to chill on bikini farms,
for no reason.
like to hit it on Twitter. I'm there all the time, Discords, whatever. I'm around.
And so you
can always catch me in the DM if you want to chat. I'm always down. It might take me 13 hours because I'm at work.
Magneto would be flying all around the screen, juggling you.
That's how it rolls, dude. This guy isn't my life.
What the fuck is going on?
He will never be.
How can this game be played in so many different ways at a competitive level?
It's funny as fuck.
That was the really cool thing about Marvel 2.
But that's how it needs to be.
Because there was no internet where everyone posted everything in 5 minutes. It took several years for all of the top strategies of Marvel 2 to finally be discovered.
Meanwhile, he's talking about fighting games that he doesn't play.
For example, you go to East Coast Championships in Dunedin, New Jersey, and you see strategies for people all over the East Coast. You go down to Texas, you see completely different strategies.
The work schedule's
you go
rough
to the West
sometimes,
Coast, California, you see people
man,
playing completely differently again. And you would have to actually go all around the country.
It's fun, man. I'm having a good time.
In the cultures of the country, to find out how people determined how to play the game in different regions. And then when you had like the nationals, it would be like all the cultural areas clash in one giant battle royale. It was fucking insanely cool. Without the internet's influence to spoil fighting games immediately, fighting games used to be crazy awesome.
What?
Right? It did. But the thing was, you had to have a lot of time and a lot of money. because
John
no
McLean
one won
super
big
chatted
money playing fighting
$4
games back then. There was no sponsorship or
from
anything in it.
99
So you're
cents.
traveling all over the
It's
country
good
to
to break
get
away
the top
from the
strategies
peak,
of Marvel too.
especially
But in the
with
meantime, you're
life,
paying thousands
work,
of dollars
and
to go
other
all around the
investments.
country. You're not winning your money
100%.
back or anything.
Higgy should be just
a
touching,
you won every tournament.
you know, a
You
little
weren't
stepping
winning your
stone
money
or
back. You
like
were still
a little safe
pouring
spot
money
you can
into
run
this
back
thing
to and
getting
chill with some
almost
friends.
nothing back for it.
And laugh at this dude for
It
whatever
really
you
was for
want.
the love of the game. It was a different time. It was a different era.
You'll always have a scale.
We'll
always have some behind-the-scenes drama to laugh at. We'll always have financial crisis.
They start playing the game and you start seeing these
year in,
crazy
year out.
strategies.
Eventually something's going to happen. It's going to be his fault.
That actually works? I never would have fathomed
just described
this character no one uses.
Old school fighting game tournaments
tournament play. There was a character, Tron Bomb.
They're amazing.
Now, she became popular in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, but really,
a
she
hall
was a
full
character
of
from
sweaty
Mega Man
dudes
Legends,
just screaming and
put her
yelling.
into Marvel vs. Capcom 2 as a guest character.
But I just don't know why he's talking about it.
She's one of the best in the game, but no one knew it. It's because of a glitch.
He doesn't
There's a
play
glitch you have her as an assist. A certain one of her assists.
This doesn't mean shit to his chat right now. They're probably bored out of their fucking minds talking about some other nonsense.
Damage from what it's supposed to do. So you could have someone do a combo into her, and it takes someone's entire life bar. That's what I mean. Like, there was little nuances of the game no one understood until you had this worldwide exposure by going to tournaments all around the country. Then you would learn those things. It was a wild time. It was a very, very different time for fighting games, for sure. Today, fighting games are ridiculously different when it comes to the competitive scene. Within a week, everyone knows everything in a fighting game. Every top strategy is discovered. You know what I mean? Everything's already all over everywhere, and everyone's just doing pattern.
Haven't heard of that one,
because everyone already knows everything. It's so different. Okay. Let's see here.
What?
So Richard Lake here says use Arlo's beard oil to stop the itch and be sexy. No, I'm not using beard oil.
No.
Pumpy Venus did too. Cheers. He said, "You remember me? Rabbits like lettuce." You know, yes, I remember you from
facial care.
And then Cheers says, "Do another Street Fighter tournament."
Like any kind of healthcare.
Always hot teachers.
Base zero. If it can't be done in the shower, it shouldn't be done by Phil.
Here's the thing. With fighting games, there's been highs and lows.
Probably one of those people who has like his toothbrush in the shower, right next to his soap. The one with the pubes on it because he doesn't use a fucking washcloth. Meanwhile, he has to sit down on a fucking shower stool because he's tired from like video games all day. It's just amazing.
For example, Tekken went on to greatness, while Mortal Kombat kept making games that they kind of flubbed and failed.
Nice.
Then you had a rejuvenation. Street Fighter 4 came back and rejuvenated everything.
Oh yeah, Prime.
And all the fighting games became popular again. You had entire franchises like Mortal Kombat stuff coming back and everything.
Probably has Prime.
And it changed everything yet again. And now here we are 10 years later, and we're at a slump again, right? We're at a slump. Street Fighter 5 was the only fighting game from Capcom in like the last 5 years. It's a flop. It's not very good by comparison standards of other competitive fighting games. Tekken really doesn't have much going on that much anymore outside of
metrosexual.
7 when is the next one coming out?
Oh, I thought it was just
we really are in like a fighting game slump right now.
It's like, I don't want a scratchy beard.
I feel it'll come back again. Like anything,
work.
it's up and down, up and down. It's what do they call it? Peaks and valleys. So I get the feeling that it'll come back at some point in the probably the next 5 years. Maybe Street Fighter 6 will do it, or maybe it'll be another fighting game. But it's gonna come back. Something else is gonna reinvigorate.
Fighting games. It's a real fucking thing. He has a shower stool to sit on because his back hurts. Well, I love standing in the shower.
Street Fighter 5 is not a flop. Yes, it is. Street Fighter 5 did not sell in like any way as much as Street Fighter 4 did. Street Fighter 4 was an insane selling cash cow for Capcom. Street Fighter 5 in its first 3 years didn't sell as much as Street Fighter 4 did in its first year. Good times. Okay, I don't care what you say. You don't know what you're talking about. Street Fighter 5 is nowhere near as successful as Street Fighter 4. If you have a sequel that only sells a fraction as much as the game before, it's a flop. So tough shit if you don't want to believe it because you're a fan.
But again, this guy doesn't play anything except for that classic
Ono doesn't
Street
work there
Fighter
anymore.
collection.
Okay then.
Doesn't play anything else. No Sam Show. No Power Rangers.
Right,
looks dope as shit.
I see what you said. All right.
Just nothing. No Street Fighter 5. No, I hate that game. No Tekken 7. No.
And he says, what's something that can be done to a
Soul
fighting
Calibur?
game
Nope.
would innovate fighting games in general?
DBZ Fighters?
That's hard to say, and here's why.
None of these.
So many different fighting games are different now. Like back in the day,
you get Super Turbo. Too fucking bad. If it could be only Super Turbo, that's how Phil would have it.
3D plane.
No more fucking Third Strike. No more Alpha.
Parrying of Street Fighter 3 was completely and utterly innovative and stuff like that. But the truth of the matter is,
just a game I'm good at.
fighting games have really diversified themselves in so many different ways that I don't know how you could like further do that
another assisted sniff,
and not veer too much from it being a core fighting game.
Those are fucking terrible.
Like, the more gimmicks
he puts
you put
his
into
thumb
a fighting
up to his
game
nose and gets a good old and gets it all up in there.
You veer from it being a core fighting
game,
and
then
people
you
might
get the
say
throat
it doesn't
clear.
relate. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm so out of the loop.
Slides back down.
These days, and every time that these games try to put in a new gimmick, I end up hating it. Really, I end up hating it because it's like I just want core mechanics that are solid. I don't care about some stupid gimmick in a game. But a lot of these game makers do just that.
There are games with core mechanics that are great, but you won't play them because they're new and they're scary.
All right, guys, so we hit the goal.
They have waifus. Help. Oh no, we are defeated.
I'm setting up the poll right now for you guys to pick a vest.
I am so sad.
All right.
Help me.
I put red twice for some reason.
Because you've been drinking gin?
All right, the poll is now running for which vest I will wear tonight. Thank you guys, everyone who contributed. Of course, thank you, Wilson and Aragorn, for that final tip that just pushed us over the tips goal for the night.
This dude tipped 3 times tonight.
Turtle Dude Cheers said, thoughts on the Riot Shield in past Call of Duty games? I miss it. It was the turtlest weapon in the game. Shield plus C4 is perfection. They gotta add it to Cold War. I don't like it. Again, as much as I am not a fan of gimmicks in fighting games, I'm not a fan of gimmicks in first-person shooters. Okay, and I feel, especially when it came to the classes
not at all.
that they had in the previous Black Ops games, you know, the specialists.
He's scared of that.
I thought they were terrible.
Even though it had great footsies, which is
Riot Shield was one of the abilities.
Great mechanics and good punishing. It's everything Sancho is.
Instead of being absolutely first-person shooter,
dumpstered.
The game became okay. How do you get past a Riot Shield when someone pulls it out? How do you beat the guy who ends up with the fucking death machine when he pulls it out? You know what I'm saying? And to me, that's not a competitive shooter. That's a gimmick game. You spend the whole time you're doing mini games trying to figure out how to get past something instead of focusing on the core concept of fighting enemies and killing them. So I didn't like Black Ops 2 and 3. Excuse me, Black Ops 3 and 4. No, was it 2 and 3? Whichever 2 had the specialists, I didn't like them. It was 3 and 4, wasn't it? It was.
Why didn't you like specialists?
I didn't like those two because
those were for like good players. If you're rocking specialists, you're rolling like.
So that being said, guys,
because you got all the perks.
That being said,
eventually, and then you just destroy lobbies.
Which question am I answering? Turtle Dude. You might like the Riot Shield, but that shit pisses me off, and I will never like that. I thought that was stupid as hell. I really did. Pumpy Beanish Cheery says,
yeah, Riot Shields are useful sometimes.
What?
They're hilarious to use.
He says, why are you dono raping me? My messages aren't popping up. You're trying to scam me, bro. I won't donate anymore. Pumpy Beanish, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no control over what pops up on my stream like that. It's all automated. It's very well possible that it's delayed. But I am reading every one of your donations.
You like don't put up your donations.
I'm reading. That's popping up. So I have no idea what you're complaining about, honestly. You got me at a loss here. Okay? ML Gibson Cheers said, thanks for talking about MVC2. I hope they re-release it on modern consoles so you can play it at one day. That would be nice. I would love to get back into MVC2. It's been so long since I played it at this point.
That was a long time
I don't even know if I would remember what the fuck I'm doing, but I definitely enjoy the game. I would love to play it again. Let's see here.
Yeah, dono raping.
What?
This stream has been just absolutely just insane tonight.
Games to play the most recent UFC game, stream it. No thanks. Then he cheered against. You remember WCW versus NWO '99 on N64? That was a fun fighting game. I never played it. I never played
all 3 of those fucking classics.
One of the games I played back in the day.
Best wrestling games.
The arcade games.
There's some good SmackDown ones, but those ones, those are good.
And then they had another one that was made by Midway. And it was weird because it had scanned graphics like Mortal Kombat. I played that one. I can't remember what that one was even called. Those are the only 2 I ever played. I didn't play any of the home games until the PS2 ones, like SmackDown, Here Comes the Pain, and stuff like that. Platinum Vest has won. What a shot.
Yeah, he does. I don't know why he refuses
Platinum Vest.
Fightcade. It's the best option out there, I think. I just believe he doesn't want to go over to play on his PC and get it confused on how to set stuff up. I'd assume it's too much work for him.
Okay. Platinum Vest it is. Major Riot, cheers.
All right, we got
2009, my
Baked
first
potato
interaction with
night.
you, I sent you a message saying I liked Halo 3 ODST. You replied by calling me stupid, blind Halo fanboy, cussed me out, told me you really like Chef Boyardee overstuffed Italian sausage ravioli, and that Ubisoft was run by lying scumbags. Thanks for all the laughs. That is a completely fabricated story, but I still thank you for the cheer. Thank you very much there, sir. Instar Rune Cheer said earlier today you said you'd only get back to the fighting games.
That's the fucking straight up
game.
truth.
What about the older fighting games that people
I was watching that stream.
Like that one from Midsummer last year. The one from Midsummer last year. The truth of the matter is, I don't feel that another fighting franchise outside of Street Fighter is
shit all over that dude, kicked him out.
My old feeling back to get into fighting. I mean that. Like, even though I like Tekken, I never like Tekken enough that I'm going to go to tournaments and play it competitively at top level. I'm not going to invest the time to do that.
Dude, your tournament days are long gone, buddy. It's okay.
Were Capcom fighting games,
it happens.
Street Fighter, or the Versus series.
You know, one day my mosh pit days will be done.
Those will only be the ones that I would ever feel at home putting that much time and effort into.
I'd have to be probably 70.
Just being honest.
To stop.
And quite frankly, also, at this point, since I really skipped Street Fighter V, I mean, essentially I did. I played Street Fighter V for about 4 or 5 months after it released. I hated it. Then expansions came out. I played them. I hated it. And then I just stopped playing it. And every once in a while, I dabble in it here and there because you guys asked me to. But I essentially skipped Street Fighter V. So I'm going to be a whole game out of touch with the whole Street Fighter franchise by the time a new one comes out.
But I don't know if that's really how Street Fighter works. I mean, different mechanics happen.
Level, you know what I mean?
But if you have your core mechanics, you should do
We'll see though, but again, this is all just, it's all just talking nonsense until we see if Capcom even pumps out another one.
Good times.
Can I answer King Michael's question? I don't know what his question is. King Michael says, the same stuff that Toys R Us sold, can't you get that on eBay and Amazon? I would think so. I would think, because Toys R Us doesn't make any original product, right? They were just a reseller. So even though Toys R Us went out of business, I'm sure you could still get all the product they sold there at other places. It's not like it's a huge loss. It just sucks because Toys R Us was a nostalgic place to go to get toys.
Yeah, he got bodied all the time in Street Fighter V and he quit it. He was like, I'm not having fun. This gameplay is bullshit. I hate this system.
Wilson of Aragorn cheer, 100 bits. Pokemon Tournament is the best fighting game. I'm joking, by the way, before I get attacked by people. You know, it's funny because you joke like that, Wilson of Aragorn. However, Pokken Tournament, which was a cross.
Innovation is a new gimmick.
Developers of Tekken and
recycle the old gimmick.
That fighting game was good. I liked Pokken Tournament. Actually. I thought it was quite a good game. I didn't get into it competitively, but goddamn, did that game have some of the best online connections I've ever seen in a fighting game. As silly as that sounds, those were nearly flawless connections. With a few exceptions. Awesomeness Kaboom is here tonight and says, will you be doing the final dungeon? Well, I said earlier tonight, I would grind all night tonight, and then maybe next week we'll give it a
next
shot.
Week?
If I can't do it next week, fine, we'll come back and grind more here, but I'd like to at least attempt it.
Oh, so it's just the ongoing chill stream. Got you. Oh, nice.
Cyber Shadow 248 did a 200-bit cheer.
I've heard of him.
Which actually is the top cheer of the night. Thank you, Cyber Shadow. Let's get this up on the leaderboard.
All right, get it up there.
Kill these assholes. Taking forever. You guys always take forever. They're fucking annoying.
You gonna get it on the leaderboard?
There.
Now?
So thank you, Cyber Shadow. Let's get that on the leaderboard.
Now. Dude, DSP can count frames.
Cyber Shadow 248.
Of course he's got hard on for fucking netcodes.
Was it 200-bit cheer? Yes. Very nice. Thank you very much, Cyber Shadow. Tora Kill did a 200-bit cheer. Says, forget about competing, but are you just going to stream the new Guilty Gear or King of Fighters games? I will tell you this, I'm way more interested in the King of Fighters game than the Guilty Gear game. Because King of Fighters, I played a lot back in the day in the 90s. I played King of Fighters
teams
94,
that he already
95,
knows
96,
about.
97, 98 in arcades. I take that back. 94 through 97 in arcades. I played 98, 99, 2000, 2001.
Well, Blockbuster says they're going to have a comeback.
Get them anywhere else, so I can emulate them. And then you remember, I actually played the last one that came out. Not for a long time, but I did play it and enjoy it for the little bit that I did. The problem was there wasn't enough of a player base. I mean,
that's 100% what will happen. We'll get bodied in the dungeon tower, and then you
couldn't find anyone else.
The game.
So if this next King of Fighters game comes out and actually has other people to play,
coming back. I'll try all stream
at
too.
more length than I did the last King of Fighters.
At the end
I'm very interested in King of Fighters.
Can't do it.
Guilty Gear, I don't know, man. It's a hard sell for me. I never got into Guilty Gear.
For a new game or some other shit.
At first, I was kind of biased against it because I didn't like the anime-ish art style. As hardcore anime as it was, I didn't like it that much. And then on top of that, it was the most difficult game to learn and pick up. It was very hard to... It wasn't accessible, let's put it that way. unless you were going to play a ridiculous amount of it and learn these ridiculous amount of mechanics that were in it, it was very hard to play it competitively. I had friends who played it and loved it. I never really got into it that much. I only played it a very few times where I tried to actually legit learn it, and I didn't really enjoy it when I was legit learning it. So honestly, being that I've played it in the past and didn't like it, I don't see how I'm going to like it now. So that's why I'm kind of skeptical about playing the game. It's going to be a $60 purchase in June, because now it's delayed
until June 11th. Who cares? You just got like a fucking $1,000 last week.
I might just play through once and not
put it on your fucking tab, dude.
You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. I'm on the fence about it. I
don't know what this accessibility argument. If you want to get good at a game, fucking play the game. Get better at it. It's practice.
Do you think that you take into account your
you'll eventually get it. You'll get better. It happens with every kind of skill you try to attempt. I have no idea.
Here's the thing. At one point, someone said to me, Phil, do you think that you're actually the most prolific YouTuber?
That's the best, Booker. When you go in like the video store and be like talking to people
that has
like, hey, what game
I might
do you think I should get for this weekend? And you're like, oh, this game's
there's actually people out there, I'm not kidding, who would sit there
okay. And then you go up to the counter and enjoy the game and come back, and that was like your recommendation, dude.
Videos on YouTube. He was there. Dumb as shit.
And he wasn't there, you were just taking a gamble.
I hold the most YouTube videos because I put out a bunch of 10-second videos straight for like 700 days, you know?
Prolific content creator speech.
So, no, I don't think that at this point I could be saying I made the most videos. No. Am I the most prolific? There's a thing too.
Yeah, say the fucking line, Phil.
YouTuber, probably not anymore. Now that I'm a full-time streamer, I adhere to a schedule, and I'm here set hours a day. I don't think so. I think there's people out there who are probably
you fucking adhere to a schedule that you can make up. What?
Oh, let's see here. Also, Kaboom, cheers. I don't see a difference with the PS5 version of Yakuza 7. It looks the same, apart from 60. From 60? You mean 60 frames? I wouldn't know, and here's why. I can't believe I didn't even mention this tonight. So for those of you who don't know, yeah, there actually is a new version of this game available for PlayStation 5. If you bought Yakuza 7 on PS4, right now you could get the game on PS5 free upgrade.
Oh, good.
There's a problem, though.
Because that's what video games should do.
You can't port your save over.
Oh,
so
no.
Here I am. I've already beaten the game. I'm doing endgame grinding.
Wait for a patch.
If I wanted to play it on PS5, I would have to start the game over. I'm obviously not going to do that. You know, now if you haven't played the game at all, maybe that's okay. Or if maybe you beat the game completely and you wanted to actually do a second.
Oh yeah, the video you talk about like movies and games then
start over.
You're just chilling.
You know what I mean? So I haven't seen the difference in graphics because, you know, I'm not going to do that. And maybe if eventually they have the ability to port your save over, maybe I would check it out, but I'm not going to start playing the game from scratch again. From what I understand, the only difference
you totally play it. If somebody paid you
the loading
like
times are
$12.50 for it,
that's what I've been told.
You do another fucking gameplay.
That's awesome. I would love this game ran at 60 frames. Well, let's see here. Always hot teachers. And who are your mains in King of Fighters? I thought Andy, Terry, and Joe team was really good. You mean that's the hero team basically, that the King Fatal Fury. Yeah, they were the team who were the main protagonists of Fatal Fury. When the games first came out, King of Fighters, my favorite team was Ikari Warriors, which was Ralph Clark, who were the Ikari Warriors from the iconic top-down shooter of the 1980s. That,
good job, Mr. Retro.
The same company that made King of Fighters had made. But I ended up playing different characters, and my favorite team ended up being the boss team for King of Fighters 96, which was Geese Howard, Wolfgang Krauser, and Mr.
The boss character
team.
They
weren't actually top tier. They were a fun team to play, though, because they all retained all their unique abilities from the games where they had been bosses. They were just way toned down, to be fair, in the scope of things. Then in King of Fighters 97, I actually really liked the Orochi team, which is a team of teenagers who don't seem like they're very important. Then come to find out, they're a cult that are trying to resurrect a god, and one of the teenagers becomes the god at the end of the game and is the boss. So I liked that because they were like the teenagers that just seemed like normal kids, and all of a sudden
you ruined the game for me.
Moves and combos and shit. Like what the fuck? And one of them transforms into a god.
He talks so much about the lore for these games, and he sounds like he cares about them, but he just doesn't touch him.
so they were my favorite team.
Maybe you will get to see him play some King of Fighters.
Cyber Shadow did another 200-bit cheer. He said, "Be careful when you do true final dungeon because if you die, it sends you back to the title screen. It's no joke." Well, why wouldn't it? That would make sense. Like, there's no saving and there's no saving.
DJ Rod, how's it going,
in the final dungeon. You'd have to start it over from your last save. I knew that. It was the same way in the other dungeon too. So
I don't know. Why would he?
Thank you for the cheers, Cyber Shadow. Ninstar Room Cheer. Excuse me. He said, do you think that since you have so much experience in different games, and so many different games, you get a job like Super Blind Man to influence developers and making games more accessible if you're removing obfuscating game mechanics? Obfuscating game mechanics. Let me put it this way. Could I be a consultant to game developers that could probably help them make better games? Yes. Will I ever be a consultant? No. Because so many people have defamed me over the internet over the years, no one would ever think that I have any knowledge of anything. If you ask these morons, who are the only people who get noticed on YouTube talking about me, they tell you, I'm terrible at every game I've ever played, I'm a buffoon, all I do is lie and swear about game developers and scam my viewers. What game developer would want to consult with me?
I fucking called
That's what I mean,
We're
like,
gonna get the troll man right
because
now.
I know I have a wealth of knowledge that I could probably share. I've been doing this for over 12 years full time. I have played every major fucking release. Of course I have knowledge that I could probably share and help a game developer, but no one will ever come to me because of slander or defamation, whatever you want to call it.
Yes!
So it is what it is.
Yes, there it is, Alexandros. That's the undertone right there you need to see.
Thank you for the sheer awesomeness, Kaboom. I appreciate that.
His delusion.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
being
30 minutes left on the stream. Again, thank you guys for
video
supporting me.
games.
Thank you for chilling with me. It's been fun tonight.
It is
30 more minutes to go.
the same as Super Blind Man overcoming his disability and succeeding to the point where Phil is jealous of him.
Blind Man for a foot in the door.
Good fucking God!
He's just getting his starting footing now. Like, I'm very proud of this guy.
You just yell at game devs.
He's busted his ass, working hard to get his name out there and to try to get his foot in the door of the industry, and he is in there. Now I don't know
what's going on.
what he's working on right
How are
now.
you?
He's actually working on some kind of top secret project.
Yeah, he can be good at games
last year,
if he wants to, right?
I wonder what
the
hell it is
best
this year.
video gamer.
But we'll see. But I'm very proud of him. But no, I'm not going to talk to him about getting in the door of the industry or anything like that right now. Right now, I like what I'm doing. I'm making a living doing it. You know.
Making a
maybe
living,
someday they would ask him, who says, do you know anyone? And maybe he would name drop me, but you know, no, I'm not going to ask for anything like that. That's ridiculous. Cyber Shadow Cheer said, do you think they should make a sequel with Ichiban?
I don't. Oh, I'm
yes.
sorry.
Or
it's been a long day, man. This stream is melted in my brain.
If they make a sequel, Ichiban should be a major player in it. Maybe instead of being the main
I'm scrambled right now, that's for sure.
A supporting character, or he ends up joining your party later in the game to help you out or something like that. I think that would be pretty neat. Awesomeness Kaboom Cheer, he says, will you play Persona Strikers? The only thing they're banning YouTubers and stuff is the intro. Will I someday play it? Maybe someday. I'm not playing it anytime.
Oh, we're having a great time. This has been Gold Dust galore tonight. It's been a ton of fun on our little top secret stream.
If they're even doing a single thing to any
so
YouTuber about it,
anymore.
they're going to ban me outright. So fuck it. I'm not dealing with it. Sweet.
Yeah, you gotta be gentle, Super Blind Man.
Is doing a bunch of Wings memes. I'm not gonna read all those.
You send him the wrong picture or talk about his Papa Pig Roach here the wrong way, he's gonna get upset.
Volleyfoil, I've heard the game Star Wars Republic Commando thrown around. I've never played it. I don't know much about it, but I've heard the name thrown around. People saying that it's like a cult classic favorite. Unlimited Swaggin says, do I like how they portrayed Kiryu in this game? I thought it was alright. He definitely looks a lot different. And he really doesn't have that much significance on the story.
Oh, the Valley Girl talk?
I like that.
Yeah, that's a rough one, huh?
Easter egg. You know what I mean? But I'm also glad he honestly was not the main character. I don't think this game would have been nearly as good as it was.
Oh, was it?
Character again.
Yeah, I didn't. I think Dark Dave was the only one who covered it. I mean, I didn't think I'd miss much, to be honest. It's usually the same 5 questions, and it's usually filled up. I don't know, but then going off on some weird rant and tangent for like 20 minutes, then answering another one, then doing some tips, then doing some other stuff.
Yakuza 7 is great fun.
It's pretty fucking boring. There's never usually anything good.
That's not right.
Censors too many questions.
I foresee myself getting and playing this. All right. That's not a haiku. Sorry, Retro Danny, you tried. It's not a haiku.
Oh, nice, you got your vaccine yesterday?
7 syllables, and 5
I heard that
syllables.
one's a doozy. When you,
Cyber Shadow cheered. 200 bits. Do you like the turn-based style? And should
you were sore for like a couple days.
Yes, and yes.
I mean, I expect that.
I think they should add more mechanics to it.
I mean, I usually get sore if I go for a pneumonia shot. Usually
to me, this game was kind of basic
because
I've played so many JRPGs with way more complex mechanics in them that this one was kind of simplistic to me. And I think that the next one could be a little bit more complex, add a few more elements to it. Okay.
That's weird for somebody who's played as many Yakuza games as Phil has.
Says you look like that Twitch
I mean, you think you'd follow the story. Oh, wait, no, he's too busy taking naps.
Never heard of
never mind.
When's the last Bowser's Fury? We finished it, get banned. It's done. We finished it last weekend. 100%
I didn't like the
run.
birthday card.
Completed
Oh, that's
every
a
single
bummer.
thing to do in the game.
I gave him nice well wishes on the birthday card. It's all good. I'm always nice.
Yeah.
He'd be upset with naked pictures.
Well, I play Republic Commando when it comes out. When does it come out?
Have to, like,
Are you saying that they're redoing Republic Commando? I didn't understand
Strange.
what you were saying earlier. Then I thought you were asking me
what I
think about the original Republic Commando. I didn't even know that they were remaking.
Stood up to Phil for him. I mean, big up Super Blind Man.
Ryan says, "Do I feel that a dub of a game could be detrimental?"
One day he's gonna have to leave Phil.
If you have mistranslations,
to walk away from Phil one day.
A character that's just voiced
it is a pack.
Sounds like a joke.
I love it.
You could kill the whole vibe of the game. You could turn someone inadvertently to a
like 2 years ago, I did a treat yourself day, where you just go buy whatever the fuck you want and to have the kind of day you want to. You know, Parks and Rec. So I went and bought that, and I bought Grandma Dabs, and I did my first dabs and watched some Parks and Rec and ate, a cheeseburger from a joint I wanted to try.
Yeah, I think that they could elaborate on a lot of this backstory.
Yeah, treat yourself right,
also, Namba. Namba's backstory, I think, could be elaborated on a bit.
You're in. Cool. You're weak.
You're weak.
I just still don't understand how Super Blind Man, you know, what's his take on Phil? Huh. I was about to say view.
The thing about it too,
I think I'd rather hear his take on Phil. It'd be interesting. I think he likes how Phil describes every single action to what he does. Because he was complaining to somebody else on Twitter about their content. He's like, you don't really describe what you're doing. And Phil describes every single action.
So it's not really long enough to even be considered a whole game on its own merits.
Everything else is being filled up with some dead air or his bullshit talking and grabbing some money from his coal. That's about it. Look at this. This is otherwise dead.
Come on, you didn't die. There you go. Hit him with a fucking ladle. Walk in the face.
I mean, it's Super Blind Man steps. You usually still has a stepping step, which she's going to eventually. Yeah, it will happen. I guarantee it. The way he's going, he's going places. He's going places for sure.
Well, Pumpy Venus. Cheers. Who's the better streamer, Wings or Low Tier God?
I've never
seen either of their streams ever.
Probably not.
I've never seen either one of them.
I've told him that before.
I couldn't answer fairly.
He spent all day on his birthday on Twitter complaining. Oh, that's rough, man. You know what I do? Fucking turn off my notifications on Twitter and not pay any fucking attention to it.
I don't know if I could stand either of those. Seriously, like, you see how much variety I play in games. There's a reason for that. If I just played the same kind of game endlessly, I would get bored and not want to play that game anymore. So I like variety, and if neither of those guys are variety streamers, I don't know if I would like either.
100%. Career-wise, yeah. Super Blind Man's already surpassed Phil, for sure. It's just one day he's gonna get caught up in something like, you pay this guy money?
It should be the same characters to be in it, or should they have a new team member? A mix. It should be some new people and some returning. That's always the best way to do it in sequels.
Or give him an ultimatum.
You don't want the whole game to be about the same team again, because then you know what I mean? And that's kind of, in my opinion, that's what kind of happened with Yakuza. Is that over time it was always about Kiryu. It was always about Goro.
That's always good order.
And you know what I mean? It was always the same people. And when it's the same people every game, you kind of get, all right, it's the same thing again. You want different stuff happening. You want
every year for my birthday, I usually take it off and do whatever I want to do. So you won't catch me working on my birthday.
Oh, Retro Danny is actually saying it was a haiku, but he didn't space it out, so it didn't look like a haiku. Wow. Yeah, I was just trying to read it together. It didn't seem to make sense. It seemed like it was 8 and then more. Like each sentence is supposed to be like 5, 7, 5. You see what I'm saying?
Derek should get back on Twitch.
Like 8 syllables. So
as long as he's not on YouTube making playlists anymore, whatever. I can deal with the silly robot-like tweets. You know, for the longest time, I didn't know there were pictures on Derek's Twitter. I'm so glad I did some research and did not just decide to display it to you guys one day. We pulled up his Twitter.
Brothers and everything?
Yeah.
You're right, I didn't know that.
I was like, oh, let me see what Derek's Twitter's like today. Pulled it up, I was like, whoa, alright, not right now. Not right now.
I'm just tired. Then Star Rune Shooty said, when is the Mother 3 playthrough? It's free on emulator. I think it's not the intended way to play, but it's the best everyone can get outside of Japan. Yeah, because they're never going to port it to English, which is stupid.
Oh, getting really some sweets? Nice. Bring me back some too.
I would love to.
I got high chews in the other room, and I kind of want to go get them.
So I would probably absolutely.
Because, you know, I'm high.
High chews are great. Do you think this dollar is always acting and fake raging?
Probably my favorite.
Wait, what? Oh, Delor. I thought it was a dollar. Do you think
probably my favorite
Delor is
right
acting and fake raging? I don't know who Delor is. Who's Delor?
Derek goes off on those tweets. It's amazing. It's like, if you go to Derek's Twitter, you're getting porn, you know, talking about some other dudes jerk off, and then not Phil, yeah. And then
also,
what else is there? WWE. There's lots of that kind of sprinkled in there. Pretty
advertised
funny.
on Switch and Sony Mini event.
And what else is there?
No, I did not.
Maybe Phil asks us every now and then. Are yelling about trolls.
I guess everyone thought it was so bad.
But it's a lot of porn in WWE.
I didn't see a thing about that.
It's kind of amusing. Especially the shit he says to porn stars that he ats him in. And I see some of them respond. They're like, "Oh, thanks." And it's like, I hope somebody's running that account for you, just like giving them the heart and smiley faces.
Oh, what happened? My passion went up. Selfless bodyguard. I guess I killed 300 enemies as a bodyguard, and my passion went up because of it. There you go.
Yeah, but he doesn't DM people of age, and that's an issue too, Martin Rogers.
We've seen him hit again. I believe
some LGs, some little girls. Before.
I think it's Saturday night, and then I'm
always
playing
rough.
again.
Come on, Derek.
I believe either Monday
Be better
or
than
Tuesday
that, buddy.
is the main stream. So I'm doing
a
shorter stream and a longer stream of Ghosts and Goblins.
At least he thanked us for the birthday card.
No, I've not seen anything about a new Aliens game, Cookie Monster. No.
That sounds pretty dope.
What is
new
it?
Aliens? Oh, nice. What'd you get, Homer?
There we go.
A gift for you. Let's go.
Yeah, Derek was probably like 6 when he started watching film.
Yeah.
And took mommy's credit card and gave Phil money with it. Oh, that was fucking funny.
Free Animal Chill. Free Lean and Manual Chill says I think about playing more fighting games on Friday to expand variety. Tekken 7 and Street Fighter Friday night streams this past few years would have brought you more views. Like I've told you a million times, I don't like other fighting games as much as Street Fighter. Although I would enjoy playing a new fighting game.
Then just focus on the one Street Fighter.
Tekken, you know, something like that when it's a new release.
Oh, he's so
after
just
playing
shaky
for about
about
a month
this
or
for
two,
some
I
reason.
really don't have any desire to play it any further because the game has hit a level at that point that's so competitive. You would have to play it a lot in order to stay competitive at the game and get every win. And I don't have that kind of time and dedication.
It's a video game.
These days.
Video games are for fun, man.
That's
if
not
you
going
want
to
to
happen.
take it
I don't know the
serious,
games well
then
enough.
take
I'm
it
not
serious.
spend
Just don't bitch.
Time trying to learn
That's
the
what you gotta do.
strategies in those games. It's not going to happen.
Caramelized sugar balls.
Pumpy Beam is cheered.
Shredded coconut?
Pumpy Venus
that sounds pretty
cheered and said one of the stupidest, most disgusting things ever. It's actually not that bad. It's just stupid. I'm not going to say it, and he knows better.
No.
Okay. All right.
Well,
stupid nose.
Let's go. Oh yeah.
Oh, peanut brittle's always good. Also like seafoam. Like chocolate covered honeycomb. It's usually my go-to. Like some dark chocolate. Ooh. Yeah, fun. I don't know if this stream was fun.
Also,
it was different.
Again. Thank you very much. Also, Mr.
It was strange.
I cheered. Yes, indeed, you did. Thank you guys for all these cheers at the end of the night here. I appreciate that.
We didn't have to have an alert, so that was good. No whale calls tonight.
Watch me.
See, we had it already lined up with Wilson.
Watch me,
Aragon.
Vagabond.
Okay.
Now you're so much
trying to dunk on us. Trolls make us so mad.
Ridiculous.
I'm enjoying my night though. Got to hang out with some agents. Oh,
also, as Kaboom cheered again, he said, you missed my cheer about Yakuza 7 minigames? I did? Oh, he said, would you try to beat the GOAT minigame? You get a trophy. It's very easy. I only did it once. I did play it once. When it was first introduced to us.
So
I never did it a second time because I
play
don't
it for
remember
that
where it
trophy,
was.
right?
I actually couldn't legitimately remember where it was because I think it's just marked as a general business on the map. So I never went back to it.
Yeah, I mean, if you like this style of game, you're gonna have your favorites, right? I like playing shooter. I've been playing Call of Duty, stuff like that. But I got into Destiny.
Tackle that first.
Just kind of got stuck there. That's what I like. But I would move on. I would go somewhere else, do something different once Destiny comes to an end. There's no problem with that. Yeah, your agents. You can be trolls. Yeah, you control them.
Garbage situation in your area.
You can aid them too.
Garbage.
I suggest not
dirty
to.
Cat litter in my garage. Yes, my whole garage now.
That's the beauty of it.
Stuff to the ceiling.
You can make a choice.
With festering, smelly cat litter. It's absolutely fucking disgusting.
Yes.
And quite frankly, the health code is probably violated. I should go to jail for it. But that's just
no, you should just not have your garage smell like cat shit. Like, that's a bunch. That's a month full of cat shit in a bin.
What?
Just throw it in your fucking garbage, dude.
Oh, it's true.
Like, get a litter genie. That's what we rock. It's amazing.
Seagull Cinemas.
Or get one of those automated litter boxes. You're lazy enough for that stuff.
Seagull Cinemas? Yes. It's all coming back to me now.
I got this. Okay, take this. A gift for you.
A gift for you.
Video games are great fun. I just don't have the time to be an avid gamer like I once was. Which is fine, which lets me enjoy it more. For what it's become, which is a social interaction with friends. We're having a bunch of fun. It's nice.
I missed a cheer about Indiana Jones. There's so many cheers coming in tonight. I probably missed a bunch. There's so many.
I like to try fighting
games. Let me take a look here.
I suck at them.
Little Son of Aragorn cheered. He said there was a trailer for an Indiana Jones game, but it didn't show much. I hope it's not just another cut and paste action adventure game, especially in that work. They could have really cool puzzle in the world. Yeah, Indiana Jones. I like the movies. I think it's a great trilogy of movies.
Hades.
And I think
still gotta look into that and just be like, I'm waiting for like LSB to check out that game. They certainly have the groundwork with games like Uncharted and Tomb Raider to work with. Maybe you guys can point me out to somebody else who's played that game. It was interesting content. I like to see Hades be played and enjoyed.
Everyone
I don't want to see Phil fucking play it first.
Hell yeah. Sweet.
Yes. I'm getting stronger.
Oi! Alright. We got one more to do before we reset again. So basically, I got about 15 minutes left on the stream. Probably have time for one more run through the dungeon tonight.
We're going.
And that's where we're going to call it quits with grinding. Next week is the big week when we're going to try to take on that final super dungeon. I don't know how it's going to go, but I'm going to damn well give it a good honest shot. What we're probably going to have to do is go to Hello Work and switch jobs before we try it, only because we want to have the most powerful job available for everyone ready to go. That's definitely
waifu and husbando heaven. Nice.
It's debatable for the other characters. By the way, Ultra Walkathon. 200 out of 200. We're getting another passion upgrade here.
Watch me.
I heard a lot of talk about Hades. It just sounds good.
What's funny is I've been playing the game for so long, including post-game grinding, I still haven't maxed out all those special stat challenges. It's pretty crazy how many of them there must be.
Aliens channel? Okay. I like speedruns. It's fun.
D2 viewer, no, I have not tried Fight Stick with Ghosts and Goblins. Maybe you would help me, I don't know, because, I mean, that's how you play those games back in the day on our arcade.
I've been looking for another roguelike
kind of guy. Arcade cabinet setup.
I was watching a lot of, you know, Northern Lion was the guy who I'd go to.
Italian Shadow asks,
I got kind of tired
of
Binding
SNK in the late
Isaac,
90s, which art style
so I walked away for a while. I've been watching him.
Street Fighter came out, it blew everything else away. It blew every game in the arcade.
Street
Fighter was better. Seriously, like, it was just much better graphics than anything else that was out at the time.
You'd totally buy it. I actually do have
it was trying to do a variation on the graphics of Fatal Fury and
somewhere out there.
It was very similar to franchises with smaller sprites.
You don't need to buy me anything, man. I'll probably buy it on my own.
In my opinion, at the
on
time,
sale,
I thought that Street Fighter was better. Here's the thing, though. There's so many different Street Fighter games.
If you're
Are we talking about
hit me up in
Street
the
Fighter
DMs,
2, Street Fighter 3, Street Fighter Alpha? They're all different, you see? Like, the Alpha series was more anime-ish, while Street Fighter 2 was a little bit more realistic, and Street Fighter 3 went for really, like, almost comic book-style art design.
I played Destiny, and then I played one game
By the way, I
of my choice all year.
To kill the Vagabond first.
And, I gotta get a new game to play all year.
Because I get to shoot him now anyway, because we have such high stats. He didn't get to run away and still get mowed down. Look at that.
That's usually something that I just play to enjoy on my own time.
Awesomeness Kaboom, I'm fairly certain I'm not going to play a game that's called
usually it ends up just playing a new playthrough of, like, New
Vegas.
Vegas.
Something I'd be interested in. I'm just saying.
Take this.
Okay.
Oh, thunder.
Yeah, I like Northern Lion. I used to just watch and listen to his streams whenever he played, like, Isaac. And I thought his commentary is like just, it's witty and it's funny.
Tonight.
I'll take it. Nice. Moving up.
If I skedaddle here.
Well, you got it for LSB a while back?
To get everyone to level up maybe a couple more
times. I was talking to him the other day about it. He says
back in quickly.
Asked him if he played it on stream yet, and he hasn't.
Okay.
Hopefully he'll do it one day. That'll be fun. Yeah, it's one of those game types I'm interested in. Like, I played Rogue Legacy.
Oh, I didn't say the game wasn't real. I believe it's real.
Blast with that game.
Jackalee says, were there any obscure fighting games you were
I do have Binding of Isaac, which I do want to jump back into.
There was one called Time Killers, and it was basically trying to copy Mortal Kombat, but it had weapons in it. It was 2D drawn art.
Or something like that.
And what it was supposed to be people
I do like
warriors through time.
I like the replay value.
There was a caveman.
There was like a knight and a pirate guy.
There was a Viking. And there was Rancid.
That's for a Blip TV silent weapons. We'll stream that one over there.
They all had weapons. Like one guy had an axe that he would wiggle. The Viking had an axe he would wiggle. Rancid had a chainsaw. And when they hit you with certain abilities, your limbs would come off. Your arms, your fucking legs, and then eventually your head would pop off and blood would squirt everywhere. It was pretty crazy losing your arm and then still trying to win because you could. You could still win even with no arms. You could like jump kicks and shit. So it was a pretty interesting game for sure. Very weird, to say the least.
You're still talking about fighting games you don't play.
Anyone ever heard of Fighter's History? So what this was supposed to be was just weird fighters from all around the world, a la Street Fighter, but it was really weird. Like there was a guy from France that was made to be
You're really convincing me to play Hades.
He would throw, he would go, how about a rose? How about a rose? And throw a fucking projectile rose at you and shit. And then it had Karnov from Karnov's Revenge. Anyone remember that old arcadey platformer Karnov's Revenge? He was supposed to be a guy from like the Middle East. So he would have an attack where his entire body would swell up full of gas.
Mandatory vacation.
And go, balloon!
I also think that people should switch to a 4-day work week.
Gyrating, disgusting
4 10-hour days.
Body. It was
It'd be so much better. Everybody would get just more time. Right?
Sounds like World Heroes. It was basically a knockoff
of
Street Fighter and World Heroes. Fighter's History. Look it up. It's a really weird fucking
I'm doing great. We're just kind of lasting out the end of this snoozing
let's see here.
Fucking stream.
I might have received a tip. I want to see if it's real.
It has some interesting gold dust in
take a look here.
Phil talking about
fighting
games that he doesn't play.
To refresh everything.
It's been fun.
I'm up. You're in for it now.
Kill them all! Oh,
they got sued by Capcom. I'm not surprised by that.
Wait, what?
Oh, nice. I'm doing some doggy
the weirdest thing just happened.
I think this weekend.
I got a tip, and it looked like it was a new tip. It's not. It popped up. It said February 25th.
I get beer and pizza out of it.
What?
Usually ends up with me watching Friday Night Street Fighter and laughing
on my Stream Elements queue for things tonight, and it said it was from February 25th. It must be a glitch. I just refreshed it and it disappeared. That's funny. I know it's not Will's tip. Will's tip is from Monday. What's weird is that
How much was that?
Aragorn's tip was going to come through today. It didn't. It never did.
It never did?
It never came through.
Hey, Andy, it never came in. The tip never came in. Okay? Is that like a chargeback?
Could be better.
Mark McCauley, I'm glad to hear that you have completed your playthrough of Hitman 3. I'm glad that I hope you enjoyed it.
Just amazing.
How much is Will's tip? Oh, several $1 million coming through, of course. Several million. That's what delayed the tip. Right. Oh, really? Also, this Kaboom said he played a new WrestleFest game. Worst wrestling game by far, coming to PlayStation Network. I've never heard of WrestleFest. I don't know anything about that.
What about... Maybe they'll do a WWE Champion style one. You'd love that shit. You're all over that.
If I could be one of these Japanese characters, which one would be? Oh, I'd be Johnny Gale for sure. These guys right here, they look like fucking Elvis impersonator. That'd be me, man. That's what I'm going for. Everyone knows that.
At least you picked, but that was kind of a throw it in the dumpster fucking answer. You're just like, oh look, it's on the screen.
Deleting his account next week. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't know why you'd be doing that, but I'm sorry to see you go. Sorry, goodbye, I guess.
Okay. Who cares?
All right. King Michael, I don't know what to tell you. He says WWE used to be good. What happened? I don't know. For me, the only input I have is I think that Vince McMahon still has way too much creative control over the company, and he's just setting his old
But you don't watch
WWE. He doesn't want to evolve and do
WWE.
anything innovative. Instead, he just wants to do the same tropes and
How are you consuming the product
over, and he doesn't understand that a young audience doesn't want that anymore.
I watch
They're looking for
YouTube
something
channels
different. He uses the same
for
shit so many
WWE
times,
content.
it's fucking boring. That's my take on it, but others I'm sure would disagree with me.
But I just thought you didn't have the time for it. Sounds like he still watches it in some capacity.
Look at me go! Hell yeah!
Look at me go! Our Breezy, we're not really into our new schedule yet. I don't know what's going to happen with my new schedule. Like I said, it looks like I'm going to be probably staying up a little bit later with Jasper and trying to wean him into a different schedule. I don't know we don't know what's going to happen.
WWE's doing some interesting stuff. Especially lately.
Get heavily into the new schedule, which
I'd like to see him bring up some new talent and kind of push some of these other guys. But Bobby
I'm gonna party. I'm not doing toxic, sarcastic answers. I'm joking.
I do like.
You do realize that like when you're on a stream, that
he definitely
might want to have some jokes with the audience and be a little bit like jovial, messing around, so that people feel like it's an open atmosphere. You know, not that it's all uptight, everything's serious. We already did Ask the King earlier today for serious Q&A. Now we can dick around a little bit tonight. There's a difference, you see. Maybe you don't get that. I don't understand why not. I'm trying to have a good time.
Talking about dick around. You talked about fucking fighting games for a year.
Okay.
That you don't play. It's amazing. And then FGC lore. Who we got? Always good.
So Wilson of Aragorn, give me another $4.20. I know what the issue is. I wanted to go through it. Pisses me off. He sent it to a checking account instead of a debit card, and because of that, the checking account froze it. That makes sense.
What?
Because debit cards typically. Debit cards allow you to have a lot more flexibility, especially with online ordering. That's why, honestly, I think that's why they probably made debit cards, because people were doing credit cards for that kind of stuff. But then they realized, oh, if I have a debit card, then you can do quick transactions with it, much like a credit card, right? And I think debit cards allow you to not really have these kind of holds and things on them. Well, if you're doing it straight through your bank account,
they do.
Chances are it could have a several-day hold. Yeah, so that actually does make sense. What's weird about it, though, is that
big amount, you're begging
today, and it has
the
not. You're at
transaction
9:10 p.m.
immediately,
and it still has not cleared. So I don't know what's going on. That sounds to me like it's the bank. The bank's holding it.
Wales in America.
What I would say is, if it's still on hold, Will, you might want to contact your bank and just tell them to cancel the whole thing.
Yes,
right? You don't want those funds just sitting there out of your account and frozen in time. Never coming to me and on hold on your end. I would just tell them to cancel the transaction.
Thank you. Yeah. But
you know, they might just sit there.
DM me, man. DM me anytime.
You don't want that to happen.
And we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But again, if you don't feel like it, we can just have a chat. I don't care, man. I am looking for a game to play.
A30. Cheers, I was counting on my Ask the King and noticed the channel's name is still King Hate Vlogs in all caps. Have you considered changing the name of the vlog channel to make it feel more personal?
Speaking of new stuff, I watched Cobra Kai
the thing is,
last night, and I watched
the web
like
address
6 episodes.
of it is the King of Hate Vlogs. Like, my YouTube channels are so old.
Oh, so much fun.
All right. That back when you could make those channels, you could actually pick the name. And I picked the name, the King of Hate Vlogs, back then. You know, now you're right. Today, do I really call myself the King of Hate that much anymore? Is it really a persona that I associate with these days? Not really. In fact, the only leftover remnants of that are my website, thekingofhate.com, and the vlogging channel, the King of Hate Vlogs. Outside of that, I really don't mention it anymore. So, I mean, Kate, you're right in that regards. The thing is, there's no way to change the YouTube channel's name. Like, I couldn't. It's the old style channel. So there's no way for me to actively change it. I'm stuck because that's actually the address of it. It's youtube.com/vlogs. It's not like youtube.com/ a bunch of characters.
It's just such a convoluted story at this
so old
point.
that it actually has that name.
It is too hard to track money. You can get it pretty close, right? Key Farms has shown us that, but you will never know how much money he pulls in behind the scenes.
Yeah, Wilson of Aragorn
probably
Monday. Now I'll call the
even if it's only
it's all by the way.
Showing
You
up
only have tomorrow because then the weekend they're not even open anyway. I guess we'll see what happens overnight and go from there, right? Also, Miss Kaboom Cheers he's excited for the WandaVision finale tonight. Oh yeah, the whole series ends tonight.
Oh, that's a shame, Alexandros. I'll still try to enjoy the show, that's for sure.
Watch this. Nature's about to get
King Michael likes the name. See, again, if people knew
those
what
are great
the
books,
name
though. I mean, if it's well written, I'm gonna read.
Research to find
that's
out
for
it's
sure.
not the King of Kings. Like I'm not someone who's
not opposed to reading.
Different.
I'm a blah blah blah.
I'm
like
not
Phil
someone who hates
does.
on names. I'm someone who takes that
story.
hate against me, the unwarranted, unfair hate that's thrown against me on a daily basis, and I use that to motivate myself to do better in life, and that's always been my mentality. That's what the name means. But most people don't do the research to figure that out. They just assume it means something really bad.
You're motivated to do better in life. What have you done better in the last 5 years, Phil? What have you done better in like the last 2 or 3 that I've been making content here on YouTube? What have you done to improve your streams? And I mean a tangible improvement. Not this I make money because hype train crap.
Okay.
Some kind of new thing Twitch came out with. What have you done for your business to make it better? Nothing. Nothing. It's amazing.
Let's go.
Okay, the trick shot actually did decent damage for once. The trick shot almost never does any damage to anyone.
He didn't improve his begging. It's the same song, same dance.
We got
He's
one
begged for like 8 years for tax
fight
money.
against the Vagabond, and
What
that's
else is
going to be
fucking
it for
new?
the grinding to prepare for the Super Dungeon next week.
Well, I need money for
We're
groceries.
full speed
Heard
ahead.
that for the last 3 fucking
We're
years.
going to go to the Super Dungeon and take it on and see what happens next week. After a month and a half of grinding down here.
Watch me.
Holy crap.
You're in it now.
I hope it paid off, seriously.
Shrimp po' boy. That sounds pretty good.
Thank you,
I could use
King
some
Michael,
food.
for that. It's something nice.
it's been a while. I think
Marvel Cully says I've already had to buy
some
2
McDonald's
physical
for lunch,
PS5 games because our internet sucks.
I was hungry.
That really blows. That
Dude, I can't help it though. I'm like losing weight again.
Buy physical copies for your internet.
I haven't been able to update,
Slow.
you know,
That's
you
shit.
guys with that end of
That's
Project
shit.
Crop or anything, but it happens. It happens. It's life, man. I'm not perfect. I fuck shit up.
Playing Genshin Impact is when I
We'll get
first
some
heard
stuff rolling.
you
We'll get
being
it back.
called the King of Hate. I thought you were some kind of a
It's
racist, but when you explain the title, it seems more
kinda
than fair. Yeah,
put it all
but that's the
together,
thing. You
yeah.
actually have to do the research to get the real title, and most people don't do that. They just write me off right away, thinking I'm some kind of a fucking bigot or racist. And it couldn't be further from the truth.
You
I'm
are
the
a
actual
bigot
opposite
and a
of that.
racist, though. We've seen this before.
The fury of nature. Bring it on. You want to go?
Did the money buff wear off?
You're in it, thunder.
I don't know if we would save him, Booker. Man.
The good thing is
I
we're
don't
gonna have a
think so.
ridiculous amount of MP when we go into this super dungeon at the end.
It'd be interesting to
I just
see
need to be able.
Phil
My
Stone's
issue
shit.
is being able to survive hits.
He might be a
Because when I
little more
tried when I
truthful
was at
with
60
things.
and I went to fight those guys, I died instantly. Like the first hit, I was instantly dead. So hopefully now that we're level 99 and 2 jobs max.
Don't forget, he
you'll
was
be
the
or
dude.
yearly
He
max.
was
We're
the
not
guy
max,
on
we're
stream.
Like 80s now. Yeah, see, 80, 89.
It's
Hopefully
the guy.
this is enough.
I feel a stat
What else?
going.
Hopefully
going
this
for?
is enough that we'll be able to
Always
survive
been
the
going
hits
for.
and be able to pull through. All right.
Is
This is
this-
it, the final
is
walk
it-
back. Maybe next week.
He's an SJW.
Taking
He
on the
doesn't
Super Dungeon
want to be,
immediately,
though.
I hope.
That's
If
the
not, we
weird
just have to
thing.
come back and grind more.
He calls people Nancy's and all sorts of weird stuff. Sissies
Excuse me.
is another favorite. I mean, just call.
Still in
you
the
know.
shadows is going to put the vest streak back
Okay,
up.
call
No.
somebody a pussy, call him
When I
a
put the
fucking
vest streak
pussy,
back
call
up,
him a
immediately
bitch.
everyone freaked out, and immediately it ended.
But he fucking pumps the brake
All
because
people wanted
he's
to do is create drama,
a
so fuck
partner on
that. We don't
Twitch.
have to do a vest streak. People are supporting
Fuck,
me
that's gotta suck.
regularly. I don't need to worry about a vest streak. It's not
To
a
be-
big deal.
having to censor your own thoughts like that and not say shit you
Did
want
T
to
Carter
say
ever get to play Tekken? Yes, he played. T Carter played everything.
on the
He
internet.
tried every kind of game. He played Virtual Fighter. He played Tekken. He wasn't his thing though. Like he played Mortal Kombat. He didn't like it. He played it a little bit. He was always Street Fighter. Always Street Fighter, and the Capcom fighting games were
White
his thing. That's what he
privilege
loved.
is a thing.
Wilson of Aragorn did 100-bit cheers.
that
If
was
the
Phil's
bank is going to
take.
take my
I
card
mean,
stolen. I'm going to have to
just don't
explain
get
to them
it.
that I pay a
I'll
man
never
on the internet
understand
money.
any of
It's going to
that.
be an interesting conversation.
I've seen some poor
Yeah,
fucking
I
white
know.
people before, man. You get treated like trash too.
You're right. They're going to see these
Call you white trash
transactions,
for a reason.
microtransactions to
I
PayPal, and be
mean,
like,
they
what
don't
is
care.
this?
It's just another way to drive a wedge
I'm sure you can explain it and say,
listen, you're middle class.
There's someone on the internet, he's a content creator, he streams games, and I contribute to support him because I like what he does. And I tried to send him a payment via my bank account.
Dude, 8-hour Divinity stream.
I just get my money back. Woo. And then don't ever try to do it that way.
Switch your coffee out for 5-hour energies.
Okay.
100%.
Alright. We're saving up. So, the final tally here for next week.
I don't even like calling people social justice warriors.
Now, we're keeping in mind these stats aren't accurate. The stats that we have right now are only based off of the jobs that they're currently holding. When I switch to the other jobs that are matched, these stats might even go up further.
It's like, no, there's nothing to get.
But as for now,
people just screaming at somebody else they don't like until they disappear for whatever reason.
Wells of MP.
Strange.
Right? Seriously. It'll be interesting because I know Kasuga we have to change back to the hero. Jungi, I don't know. Like, I think Bodyguard actually is his best.
It's clock out time, Phil. Come on, man.
Best class, but I think it's gonna have lower stats
to sleep in
over to the other class. So I'm not sure which class.
Another assistant sniff. Very good.
Adachi, I don't even know. Adachi, I don't know what would be better. We might have to mess around with the two jobs and see how his stats change.
Oh yeah, Namba, Divinity hurts, by the way.
Homeless guy.
From what I've seen,
that's definitely his best class. And then as for down there,
it's a lot of hand holding. It's gonna be a lot of pain later on, that's for sure.
Sayako will put back to Hostess. Eri, I think, office worker. Then again, what did we max with her?
Yeah, he is.
Too? I think we maxed Hostess for her too.
Playing some Divinity too. I think he's playing that tomorrow.
I actually don't remember what we maxed.
The day stream, I'd assume.
For Zhao, I don't remember the class that we maxed for him.
Well, you can look at it
next week will be interesting. Frog A30. Cheers is my YouTube channel.
Hey, good night, Nick.
Let's
have a good one, man.
Your dashboard customization.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Change the name. No, you could change the basic name, but you can't change the link to it. Like, for example, I could change the King of Hate Vlogs to say Dark Side Phil's vlogging channel, but the link will still be youtube.com/The King of Hate Vlogs. I can't change that, you see? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for a great stream. Thanks for supporting the stream. Thank you for chilling with me.
So what?
For the final session until next week. Now, next week,
we'll
see what happens.
About it. Nobody's typing out the full fucking link, dude.
Then we're getting through it and we beat it. Awesome. If we get into the super dungeon and we get destroyed on the first fight, we'll come back here and chill again. If we can get somewhat through the super dungeon, but not far enough yet to beat it, we'll get as far as we can. Maybe we'll then repeatedly grind in the dungeon. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see what happens. All right.
Just retitle his fucking YouTube channel.
Oh, I missed 2 different cheers.
DSP records YouTube videos live.
Local Nomad cheers. I got a 3-hour drive ahead of me tomorrow. To top off your head, give me a song recommendation. I have no idea. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, we are going to be jumping right in to the super dungeon.
Have a good night, Griffin.
All right, guys.
Thanks for hanging out, man.
See you next week.
And thank you for trying to sling me over a copy of Hades. You're touting it pretty heavy, and I'm very interested, man.
I hope that you guys enjoyed the stream. Thank you again for those.
We'll talk later about it. That's for sure.
Hope you all had a good time with me. I'm going to upload this gameplay right now to DSP Gaming, and I shall return tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow? I'll tell you what we're doing tomorrow. Divinity Original Sin 2 on the first stream. That's also the first available stream where Jasper will be able to join us during the daytime. I don't know how it's going to go.
What?
I've got this twisty toy to distract him at the ready if we need to get him to stop chewing wires and stuff. We'll see how it goes. That's tomorrow. Tomorrow night, Street Fighter.
What is happening?
Guys? Thank you very much for a great streaming day. My voice is shot now. I talked all day. I talked to Ask the King, and then this was a
just fucking quit.
I can't wait to shut up.
You can't shut up.
Thank you guys.
Shut up and leave.
Streaming day. I will see you all in the AM.
No one cares.
All right. Thank you guys. Peace out. Have a good night. See you later.
No one cares. No one cares. Bye, Phil. Have a good one. Thank you for entertaining me again tonight. Oh, I don't have lo-fi. That's a shame. I'm gonna mute Phil because no one cares. But that was a fantastic night. Maybe I'll switch webby pages and try to pull us up some lo-fi for closing. Because, you know, gotta bring it in. Gotta bring it in. It's always good to end the stream in a proper fashion where you get the nice music that you get that ending song too. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in here. I wanted to hang out. You know, have a good time. Let's see if we can't find any music though. Oh, there we go. That sounds good. Let's click that button. Probably have to lower it so your ears don't go boom. Ah, there we go, though. That'll be good. Yeah, tonight was strange. I don't know what to say. It was weird. It was odd. I think I got the lounge here. Where's it? There it is. And it was something different, right? Phil was on the struggle bus. He was talking out of his ass about the FGC, talking out of his ass about everything else. The lore, the times where he played games and saying that he was like the best gamer ever, dude. Guy, I mean, I don't get the retconning. It's out there. People have clips of it, videos of it. You've said this shit. There's no point in hiding it. And FGC knew you were an asshole before almost anybody else here on the internet did. They already knew. And then slowly, people woke up and went, whoa, this isn't a character. This is a guy who's being an ass to his fan base, demanding things, asking just for the world from him. It's amazing. And the show doesn't stop. That's the fascinating thing. 12 years. 12 fucking years of this shit. Wow. I think I've been around for about 11. Because I took about a year break, I would assume. And that's healthy, man. Take your fucking break from this shit. Take it. Go walk away, man. It's too much for you. You're mad at him. Don't be mad at Phil. Never be mad at the piggy. You be mad at somebody online, you lose. Don't be mad. Just be like, that's fucking stupid. And leave. It's that easy. Shut the stream down. Turn it off. Walk away. Go for a run. Pet a dog. Drink a beer. Call a friend. Who knows? Call your mom. Your mom misses you. Okay? My mom, I got to text her the other day. I got to text her back probably tomorrow. But, oof. That stream was something else, guys. I'm so glad you showed up for this impromptu kind of, I just want to stream. And we just restreamed this nonsense because it was hilarious. We got some good gold dust. And it was a ton of fun. You guys are a great community to have around. Be it on Discord, be it hit me up in the DMs, be it anywhere. I mean, I really appreciate it. You guys are nice to me over there on Kiwi Farms. You don't give me all the puzzle pieces unless if I deserve them, right? I show up. You know, I put my time in when I can, but right now, yeah, the 50, 60-hour work weeks are just crushing it. But it feels good, man. I'm on the up and up, and that's life. That's life. I know that this will always be here, and that a lot of you guys will always be showing up, hanging out, having a good time and chilling, no matter what it is. You see, you guys are the diehard motherfuckers, right? You see a notification bell. I don't know how many of you guys hit that bell. Curiosity, like hit a one. I guess you need a little ding. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm just curious because I don't ask for that shit. You know the routine. Trust me, I know the routine. Every now and then, yeah, you'll hear me do the script and spit it out. I think it has to be reminded every now and then if you want to grow on YouTube. So, it's very interesting. You know, this is the interaction Phil doesn't have. And that's sad. He sits there on stream, takes their money, fucking goes, yeah, it was a great night. Give him the prayer hands. Thank you for the donations, and then leaves. There's no interaction there. There's nothing. It's a transaction. And it's like the waiter shows up, gives you stale bread, and it's like comes back for a $20 tip. And if you don't give him the $20 tip, your meal's gonna fucking come out ice cold. And if you don't hit him up with that fucking $10 after that, meal's worse, man. It meal's worse. It's falling apart on you, right? Your drink's wrong. You're upset. And the dude comes back for dessert. And he's like, hey, I've been your waiter tonight. I was great. Here's all your stuff. I gave you all of the stuff that you ordered. And you're sitting there like, dude, it's all fucking wrong. You didn't do anything. You came to me and gave me what I wanted, but everything else was wrong. What the fuck, Phil? You fucked it. Each and every night, you fuck it. I don't have to do shit. Nobody has to do shit. Nobody. You sit here and you watch and go, holy fuck, this is amazing. This is stupid as hell. It's on the internet and it's gonna stay there. And I still don't know what he means by meaningful content. What's meaningful? There's nothing. The only meaning from it is that his bank account goes up. It's always been about money. It's always going to be about money for Phil. Don't be mad that he makes money here. Don't be mad that some whale shows up and splashes cash. They'll go away. They'll burn out. They'll get tossed under the bus. They'll get harvested and bled out. It happens. It's happened for 12 fucking years. They all come, they all go. It's just like the tractors, man. Take a break, man. Take a break, walk away. Sort your fucking own garden, man. Take care of your business. Trust me, I do it all the time. All the fucking time. You'll show some more appreciation for the craft here. You know, don't get too high on your horse. Don't just go off. Don't spurg out either. It's a fine line, dudes. It's hard to walk it too. Trust me, I have my own times where I'm like, fuck, and I fucked up. We all do it. We all do it. You just gotta point and laugh. It's the key. Point and laugh and have a good time with people. Like you guys out there hanging out. Either way, I appreciate you. I appreciate you just being here tonight. You made my night. I'm gonna go to sleep soon. I gotta get up nice and early for work. Have a nice easy breezy Friday. Come home with some beer. It'll be a good time. So I'll see you tomorrow. I'll hear from you later maybe. Drop in the Discord. I'm gonna be hanging out. Probably watching some Cobra Kai. Eating some food. So, you know, doing stuff like that. I'll see you around, guys. Stay safe out there. You know, go for your big gains. YOLO some money if you want. Who cares? Fuck it. It's fun. What else you should do is, though, go get your loved one right now. Turn off the stream. Go give them a hug. Give them a nice forehead kiss. I'm telling you, those are the best. Bring them in close. Tell them you love them. Tell them you love them. And mean it. And mean it. Then go pet your animals if you got some. Even that little fish in the fishbowl, maybe. I don't know. Fish are weird. Sometimes they like that stuff. But show appreciation for what you got. It can all be over in a heartbeat. Your money doesn't matter. The time you have here with others does. Enjoy this experience like I enjoyed it tonight with you guys. Get some good rest, some good sleep, and I'll see you soon. Hopefully tomorrow night. Alright? Big ups, dudes. Enjoy this last song. We'll go with that one. Have a good one, guys.